With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste are low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if actually fun, his child can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're from bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fancy life and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't act that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jat here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Thursday the 13th of April 2023. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. Now first of all, a lot of you guys might have seen the wee kind of intro over there, like the kind of pre-stream to the intro, you know, the kind of pre-roll thing. Pixar Animations knocked it out of the park and made something very fun indeed. And he is kind of open to potentially adding to it if the ideas are good enough. So if you guys can think of anything potentially cool to add to that wee intro, and you know, with all ears, you know what I mean. But I think it's brilliant as it is already. But there's no harm in also, you know, improving perfection. You know, so whatever. Pixar Animation's done amazing with it, and of course, obviously, you know, you know how much of a big fan I am. Pixar Animation and his work. You know, trying to send ants. I already had ants. I mean, I'll go back to the very thing. If you know, hold on, I'll go back to the thing. Look down in the bottom right hand corner of the thing. You will see ants. There's ants down there. See all the wee ants going about down in the bottom right hand corner. Right, fucking god, already. The ants are already there. They were added by Pixar. So there we fucking go. Any other suggestions, guys? Though, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's so hard to find all the Easter eggs. You know, that can be hard to spot all of them. But yeah. Thank you very much once again, Pixar Animations for that. You know what I mean? As you guys know, I'm a big fucking fan of the work he does, you know what I mean? Hell, we fucking play his video every single time. This has 10,000 views. I'm pretty certain 9,000 at least for me. But yeah, you know how, you know, much I love Pixar's work, you know what I mean? So make sure you show Pixar some love. Link to his channel in case you guys are not subscribed to him yet, which would be criminal. He's almost at 3k. So, link to Pixar's channel in the description down below. But yeah, very thankful for, you know, Pixar's talent. And yeah, look, Prophet's arrived apparently. Prophet would have missed the intro then. Oh dear, poor Prophet missed the intro. Oh well. But yeah, welcome Prophet. By the way, the Prophet, Phil has said that he is streaming in 12k today. So he's broadcasting at 12k for the first time today. We're testing this to see if it works. Technically 12. Phil stated it's 12k and then k, so it's 12,000 bytes per second, apparently, because Phil put a k in there. Since Phil has been pedantic and loves fucking punishing and mocking people for, you know, the slightest little error in their grammar, then Phil has said k and then done another k just for hell of it. Double k. So yeah, this is the highest quality Phil has ever used on YouTube, and he's claiming that it's a 33% improvement. He's also claiming that YouTube allows up to 51k bitrate for 4K, so blah 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 blah. But yeah, I thought you guys, especially I know Prophet, you love the fucking tech kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I thought you'd appreciate knowing that that Phil is streaming in 12k today as a test, and he thinks it's a big improvement. It looks like the same old shit to me, just the early days, but this is also the pre-stream marked. So I'll have to wait and see, I guess. Prophet says, I'll set up a restream in lossless quality. Gosh, yeah, you're restreaming right now. I don't even know who else is alive. I started earlier than usual because I wanted to show off the wee kind of pre-stream intro thing. But anyway, let's get the game all set up in case Phil decides to randomly start live sooner than usual. Let's spin this wee bastard wheel to determine the bingo stuff. Oh, I get it, Profit. I get it. Okay, cool stuff. Tips is the word of the day. That's a good one. That's a very nice, easy one. Tips. That's the criteria for today's bingo card. So, Meerkat is currently restreaming, but also Profit is running a Raw live restream as well, kind of like Raw DDM. Is that encoded in his chat as well? Have you got his wee chat encoded too? Because that would be pretty good as well, you know what I mean? Especially if I want to fucking find out what Phil said and then always go back and rewind. So yeah, big ups to Profit for having a restream, a Raw restream of sorts for Phil's antics as well. Profit says fuck his chat. Oh, boo. Fucking boo. I meant to know what people say and why Phil be ban someone if you don't include his fucking chat. Boo. I get it. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop booing you now, thank you. But yeah, shout out Profit for restreaming Phil as well for the raw format, and also Meerkat's live right now. I'm not sure if anyone else is. But yeah, the criteria for today's bingo card is tips. And we need, oh fuck, isn't there like multiple things for tips? Yeah, $15+ in tips, goddamn. Just any number. Any number, just any number. Anyone give a number and we'll pick that card. 111. The very first number in chat I saw was 111 by Review Toilet Paper USA. So I'm going to the 111th card, which is this one right here. Fantastic. So the card on the right hand. Oh, I forgot to change the title. Hold on. I forgot to change it to the Day in the Park Bingo. That's the fucking default title. Fuck that shit. This is the level 1 podcast bingo. And now we need to go to 111 again, so hold on. 111 again. Bear with me, and we're there. There we go. Yes, no, that's actually the wrong one. Let's hold on. Is there no way? Hold on. Is there no way searching this? No, I did search like exactly. Like I don't. I'm not too clued up. I don't want $15+ in tips. I want the word tips.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream.
Fuck it.
Make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys.
I was gonna go to the first one after 111 that has the word tips in it. There you go. Fucking this one right fucking here, script. Right, the card for today's bingo antics is on the left hand side here. We're going with this one here. So Phil to be racist, him saying no exaggeration, him saying help, support and idiot, then him being all clown mode, which he's likely to be because he's now streaming in 12k, so he's gonna be fucking flail his arms about and say, oh, look at me, everything's all better now. Him saying good news, tips, him flailing his arms like a dumbass, and him saying life. We've got Siege Mode on a card. Fantastic. Siege Mode is when Phil folds and crosses his arms while he talks to you on the camera. Him saying excited, him snorting, him saying react, and members. The fourth row is Phil repeating the same point constantly, him saying sound good, him saying interesting, million, and positive, and the final row is Phil saying honest, now, his chair creaking. Him saying variety, and addition. I personally think it's quite a strong card. I am still a bit annoyed that we did not get a full house last time. We were extremely close to a full house the last time out, and we were denied. We were one away. Needed Phil to burp 2 more times, or snort like 7 more times, or just say or do anything, but no, we didn't get it. We were one away in the end. So it was an infuriating experience, but hopefully we can make amends today, and hopefully we can get a full house. Phil can make it up to us by, you know, being predictable. Hopefully, hopefully we can get that. Okay, so that's saved. Actually, no, I haven't saved that. Hold on. I almost saved it, but I haven't quite saved it yet. And okay, there we fucking go. Good stuff. And I can save it as that. And there we go. Now we fucking crack on with things. Fantastic. So yeah, I was banned on Twitter, or suspended on Twitter for 12 hours today because I had the audacity. So I'll see if I can find the tweet. So my account's locked, and they think I broke the Twitter rules. Which is a bit annoying, but, you know, that is what it fucking is. Because Keemstar tweeted earlier on. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm still able to, like, view tweets, not shit. Yeah. So, what was the tweet he made? What's his tweet that I saw? Where the hell's the tweet? That's kind of annoying. Is it in the replies, maybe? Because he was tweeting about Quatrain and RTU. Here we go. The Quatrain and RTU. And and Keem tweeted out to him, if you're serious about fighting each other, let's set up a meeting. So I responded to that tweet. You want to see what the fucking tweet was? I'll show you exactly why Twitter had such an issue with my fucking tweet. Let's see, hold on, when is it? I saved it and got it here. There you go. So this tweet right here. So I just said, hey, Cawthon deserves a punch in the face for a god-awful DSP interview alone. Make him suffer, Rich. As soon as I tweeted that, Twitter were like, no, not allowed. So I appealed it and said they're literally talking about boxing. Boxing involves punching people in the face. I am not trying to promote random acts of violence. I am literally discussing a boxing event, a future potential boxing event. And they still ignored my fucking appeal and said, nah, suspended for 12 hours. So it's kind of annoying, but that's that. So that's why I've been limbed by Twitter for like fucking 12 hours. And they didn't fucking think my reason for tweeting this was valid and worthy, so I got a 12-hour lean-in ban from Twitter because this was my tweet in response to a potential boxing event. So, yeah, a little bit harsh in my opinion from Twitter, but there you fucking go. That's my rant of the day done. Fuck you, Twitter. I don't think we have lean-in ban, do we, in the card? I'm not sure. Anyway, hold on. So, let's get set up with the bingo stuff. As you can see, Phil's chat is actually in fucking... Well, the chat's not actually moving that fast. I just had to update for OBS because OBS has to update it all. So give it a second and I'll be at his normal slow pace. Almost there. Sonus is going to catch up any second. No. There we fucking go. So now we're back. The chat has now fucking gotten back to its fucking normal state. So, let me get the game all set up. Let me get the card set up as well. And so you guys all know, so if people are new to bingo streams, some of you guys might be new. If you are, first of all, welcome. I do hope you're all doing well. Secondly, there are a variety of ways we can get free spaces on this bingo card that you see in front of you here. So, if Phil snorts 25 times before recording for gameplay for YouTube, that will be a free space. If he burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. If he gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his dumbass audience before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream right here on Bingo, that too will equal a free space. And of course these all double up as well, so if Phil snorts 50 times, that is another free space. If Phil burps 20 times, that is another free space, and so on, and so on, and so on. So, yeah, aside from that, just hopefully we'll wait for Phil to say and do all these things. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything covered, So we've got the brand new wee intro thing, that Pixar Animations made. And I hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys are late to the stream and didn't see it in time, just rewind the YouTube stream all the way back and just watch it for like 90 seconds and you'll see the whole thing. It loops and it's a constant loop. But the whole thing's about 80 seconds long, 90 seconds long. So yeah, if you missed the original, if you're here late to the party and you came when I was blethering, if you want to see it, then just rewind the YouTube stream all the way back. So there you go. But yeah, Phil's ranting and raving about emotes, apparently. So what's he saying? He's saying, what the fuck, did they change the chat commands for emotes? I think they did. They oddly added an underscore. I guess you can't use shortcuts for emotes anymore. WTF. They just keep changing stuff. I guess that's going to be fucking included in Phil's rant today. Phil ranting and raving about fucking YouTube changing things. Ah, Christ. Predictable as always. But yeah, it should be a strong card for Phil. We're going to get a day off story. I have removed Soundbox, by the way. Soundbox is gone. Soundbox is history. And I have reintroduced points at text because Phil has been definitely still doing that. He keeps doing it regardless of there not being big massive month-long members goal anymore. He is still constantly pointing at text on the screen to indicate the daily members goal. So I thought it was valid to bring that shit back. So there you go. So 1 out, 1 in. And it's like an old friend brought back in. Anything else? Not sure if there's anything else to cover in terms of the bingo stuff. But yeah, also we're getting Phil's day off story, which might take up we don't know what Phil done with his day off. Technically, Phil should have been fucking loaded for his day off, because if you look at the tracker, okay, so you can look at a tracker. This was everything he earned. Even though it was a 5-day streaming week for Phil, he made $1,154 from those 5 days. Obviously, over half of that was from one day, the big fucking birthday stream. But regardless of that, that was actually a fucking very successful week for Phil. More successful than usual. If you fucking go to his other weeks he's had streaming, this was barely over $1,000 here. This week before that was under $1,000. The week before that was actually quite solid for him. But he averages either just under or a bit over $1,000. So really, Phil had enough money, even though it was a shorter streaming week for Phil between days off. He should be quite comfortable. Also, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the brand new DSP fan art yet, but he has at least one new piece of fan art, and it is KFC inspired. I'm going to see if it's going to appear any second. Phil has like fucking, like, I don't know how much fucking fan art he's got, but I genuinely think it's KFC inspired. I don't think I should see it for too long. Do I want to rewind it, or will I just fucking let it play out and you guys will fucking see it eventually? I'll just let it play out and you guys will see it eventually, I guess, you know what I mean? Phil's not due to go live anyway for another few minutes, I think. So, yeah, it's not there yet. But, yeah, I guess I'll just wait for Phil to probably go live. I'm going to turn the music up. You guys can enjoy Meerkat's music while we're waiting for Phil to properly go live. And, yeah, it's just... I'm still laughing as well about fucking things. I've seen Otto Insane there talking about... He had a 30-minute break on Tuesday after a money rant. In his chat were discussing which one of them should email him to stop begging. Yeah, Phil's begging was in full display, for sure. It's, Elden Ring didn't do massively, but I mean, it done okay for him, in the grand scheme of things. And he played it all day as well. Yeah, he fucking done like a double session of it. And he got $180 overall for the full day's worth, you know, $100 in a day stream, including like a fucking pity $50 near the end. And he got $80 for the night stream, which is kind of par for the course. You know what I mean? Phil usually averages under $100 anyway during the night streams. Please tell I didn't just miss his awful little new art. I don't think I did. Oh, I'm so tempted just to rewind the stream just so I can catch it. Because it was near the start I saw it. Let's see, hold on, can we actually find it just scrolling? Like, I will like try and find it this way if we need to. But yes, it requires such precision on... Oh, found it. This... So I went back and just found it. Fuck off, go back. This was Phil's new bit of fan art. So good, DSP. This is, it's fucking bad. It is bad. I don't even know what the fuck, it's just a strange piece of fan art, it really is. Not sure if it's meant to be a transparent background as well, is that why it was so strange? I'm not sure, is it transparent background? But not really, I don't think it is anyway. It just looks weird in places, you know? Like, you know, here, like, is this a fully, is it semi-transparent? Because you can see a couple of things in the background here, maybe, because it colour changes, you see what I'm saying? Is this a webcam up here? I don't know, it's a strange one. So we'll go live again and we'll just fucking see. yeah, that looks horrendous, correct. PNF thinks he's going to talk about the fan art for 20 minutes. It's possible, it's possible. I'm going to turn the music up. You guys can enjoy Meerkat's quality music while we wait for Phil to go live. But yeah, guys, thanks again, once again, guys, for being here. Thanks for your feedback so far on the brand new kind of intro roll, I guess, you know, the little kind of pre-stream intro roll that Pixar Animations made. Thank you very much for the feedback on that. And of course, thank you Pixar Animations for making it as well. You've done an amazing job. You guys can enjoy the music while we wait for Phil to properly begin the show.
Got the bag, bro. Whale tail. Got the bag, bro. Got the whale tail. I actually admitted this last year
I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right. The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Super card. That was a
Nah, balls, he's going live. To be honest, he's actually fucking running late by like a couple of minutes, so yeah, he's actually later than usual, about 2 minutes or so. So, anyway, Bill's going live right now, so usual kind of bingo stuff applies. Please tag me in chat and get to miss anything on the card. I don't try and miss things on the card, I just do sometimes because I am a stupid bastard, nothing I can do, bugged bingo mechanics and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, so we'll try to get 25 out of 25. If that happens, means one of you guys win a prize. You know, $25 prize for some lucky random detractor. 25 snorts is a free space, $10 is a free space, 100 likes here or there is a free space as well. So, without further ado, just I'll say, let's get on with the bingo. Hopefully Phil gives us a full house to start off a brand new working week for him. And, yeah, fingers crossed, good luck. Phil's a bitch. He always will be, he still is, and he always has been. So, yeah, let's get this fucking win.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to a brand new week of streaming, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. How is everyone today? I hope I find you well. Today is Thursday, the 13th of April, 2023. Today's an exciting day. Let me tell you why. For those of you who are here live, and for those watching on demand, today we're doing something new and different. I am now streaming and recording at a higher bitrate than I used to, okay? And it's exciting and interesting because I want to see how this works. I'm going to tell you the story of how this came together because it was basically something went horribly wrong. We figured a way around to fix it, but because I had already lost time on a stream because of the technical issues, I took the opportunity to try out something different the other night, and it may have turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I actually think this may improve my streams moving forward pretty dramatically. All right, so we're going to find out. Now, if you're watching this live, all right, you're watching this live stream as a result of me broadcasting and capturing through my graphical card. Yes, my graphics card. My graphics card has sat unused for the greater part of a decade. Just sitting there.
Are you fucking shitting me? I made a video about this a long fucking time ago. No, hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. No. Hold the fuck on. I made this a point. Somebody even fucking commented recently on the fucking thing, like, give more blood. Made a comment a day ago on me making, so I made a very short video on this. You know, once upon a time ago.
Someone says, I feel like you...
Hold on. 10 months ago, the 30th of May 2022, I made a fucking video on this shit.
Update your OBS, you'll have GPU encoding instead of CPU encoding. Wrong. That's nothing to do with that. OBS doesn't control that. What are you talking about? OBS is not going to make the encoding better. OBS doesn't encode. OBS is just a program through which everything else passes through and becomes a presentation. OBS does not encode the video. OBS is using your existing drivers, your existing hardware, your existing software to do the work, but it doesn't do the work itself.
Wrong as usual.
There's a setting within a setting within a setting. I've never even seen it before. It's simply a checkbox. And the checkbox says, use your GPU acceleration with your animations. All that means is when you use a browser plugin of any kind, all right, for anything, if you're just simply showing a web browser on the screen, or you're playing an animation through a web browser like I do through Stream Elements and Streamlabs, instead of using your processor, your CPU, it uses your graphics card or GPU to run and enhance it to take the load off of your main processor. And apparently that option was always checked off by default, even though I had personally never set it up. It just was set up like that.
So yeah, I made that video like a fucking, back in May of last year. Damien Anderson is saying, with all due respect, Prophet did it first. It wouldn't surprise me. Prophet is definitely far more technological. I seen a tweet from the Outsider, which is what brought it to my attention, which is why I made a wee video on it. But it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if Prophet did bring it up first. And by the way, Prophet's live stream, in case anyone wants to show it some support and love, he is live streaming DSP in a raw style format. Link to it is in the description. You guys want to show him some love and support as well. But yeah, he's got Phil on a live restream just in the raw format. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Prophet brought it up first, because he's definitely far more tech savvy than I am. But I just seen a tweet from the Outsider talking about it, which is kind of why I made that video fucking almost a year ago in the first place. But yeah, I mean, Phil just triggering this, doing this now. Let's just rewind a wee bit, see what he said.
And capturing through my graphical card. Yes, my graphics card. My graphics card has sat unused for the greater part of a decade. Just sitting there because I don't play games on my PC, and I haven't ever used it to capture or stream at all. But what I'm doing right now is I'm actually using my graphics card to make this stream. So if you're watching live, hello, everyone out there, all 250 plus of you, hopefully the stream looks good.
It looks the exact fucking same in my opinion. Also, Prophet said he had dropped frames apparently. Not him, but Phil. Phil just drops frames. So apparently it's kind of the same old bullshit.
What I'm going to want from you is feedback. For those who are here live today, what do you think of the quality? How does everything looking? Does anything seem out of sorts or not as good? All right. I need to know this feedback, because since I am doing something a little bit differently, it may change something that I need to fix. Okay. For those of you who are watching on demand, all right, the quality is updated. So let me give you a little bit of technical jargon, and I know many of you might be like, I have no idea what he's talking about. This doesn't matter, but let me give you the specs. Okay. So previously, I used to stream and capture at 9,000 kilobits per second, kbps, all right? This is actually above what Twitch allows you to do. Twitch only lets you do 6,500, and as silly as it sounds, YouTube's recommended is 4,500. It's really, really low. That doesn't even make sense. 4,500, basically you could do 720p quality, and that's about it. For someone like me who's looking to do 1080p, 60 frames per second, minimum you want to go around 9,000, all right? But obviously if you have capability to go higher, you want to go higher, okay? Now, here's how I used to do things. I used to have 9,000 kilobits per second, but it was a stream and a separate capture at the same time. So two different processes were running on my computer, and they were all going through the CPU, all right? That's the processor, okay? And that's why a lot of the times over the years, when you watch me in a big action-packed scene of a game, tons of action going on, you would notice my stream would get choppy, and so would my video. You'd notice a little bit of choppiness of the frame rate, and people will always complain about it. Man, whenever Phil gets into heavy action, the frame rate dips, right? That's directly a result of me only using my CPU to do this. But now, since I took the time to try to figure out, can I split it? Can I split it between the GPU and the CPU, essentially share that processing load that needs to happen on the fly?
I'm still fucking wondering why it took him almost a year, because he talked about this almost a year ago, which is why I made that dumbass little video. Because Phil was aware of things like the GPU and CPU. You can fucking pick things like you can actually have your graphics card take off some of the fucking load, so it's not a burden on your CPU. You know, why wait this long? Took the time to fucking. Oh my fucking god! I'm not even a tech kind of guy. But I'll pretend to it sometimes, But I fully admit I'm no fucking closed up massively in the tech side of things. But I can imagine you tech savvy guys are really fucking tearing your hair out right now, or Prophet would be if he had any hair left.
Now, my processing power is way down. To give you some examples, so when I used to do this, okay, whenever I did gameplay, my CPU during action scenes would go up to 90-something%, Right now, my CPU is at 26%. Now, if I'm in an action scene of a game, of course, it's going to use more CPU. But the most I saw the other night as I was playing Elden Ring was like maybe 40 to 50%. And that was it. So by splitting the two processes, you know, GPU is doing the stream, CPU is doing the encoding for the on-demand videos. This might dramatically improve the quality you see. Okay. Now, I'm doing 12,000 kilobits per second today. Okay. What does that mean? That means a 33% increase in overall quality. All right. So you should see, if you're watching at the highest quality today, the 1080p, you should see a distinct improvement. All right.
I'm just like, I'm so fucking hypnotized with the chat. Train is spamming no and wrong, and Prophet's going at his mind as well, saying no, no, no. Honestly, if I was able to, I'd love to drag one of you fuckers on to explain for us how Phil is wrong. Like, someone hit me up on Discord and I'll drag you on to this call as well, you know, and we can everyone can be explained why Phil is so horrendously wrong. Hit me up in fucking Discord, keep an eye on Discord if you guys, and I'll drag you on, you guys can explain why. If you're free and available, fucking just get in touch with my Discord or whatever, and I'll drag you on. You can explain why Phil's so very wrong about this. And because it's just, I'll say, I'm not the most tech savvy guy. So it's a case of, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, let's dumb it down for the people like me, just so why Phil is being so horribly wrong.
Or will you? And here's why I really have to say that. All right, because YouTube basically does some interesting stuff. When you're streaming on YouTube or when you're uploading to YouTube, YouTube encodes the content you send them on the fly. It runs it through this encoding process. And what it does is it allows that to now be viewed at different bit rates and different resolutions. So even though I'm streaming at 1080p on YouTube right now, you could probably watch me at like 480p, 720p, 1080p. Some people say as low as 144, and it's really just crappy, so you just listen to the audio, right? So that reason, that's because YouTube is doing that all on the fly, okay? So basically, I think you'll only see an improvement if you actually have been watching at the highest quality, all right? But the on-demand videos, I don't know either. You would think the on-demand videos, since they take time to process, would actually have a distinct increase in quality, I would hope. But I don't know. I guess we'll see, okay? We'll see what happens. Interestingly enough, YouTube allows you to stream all the way up to 51,000 kilobits per second. And the reason they allow up to that is for people who want to stream at 4K quality. Now, there is absolutely no way I'm streaming at 4K quality. Nothing that I have allows 4K quality, so don't expect that. But I would definitely like to be able to give you higher quality stuff. All these years I've been limited and bottlenecked by having everything go through my CPU. But now splitting that load, I'm finally using my graphics card. 9 years ago when I bought this PC, I spent a lot of money on this PC, and that graphics card was expensive, and it's never been used, essentially. Now it's finally going to get some use on a daily basis, right? So we'll see what happens. All right, let's hope things go for the best. Now, again, I need your feedback. If you're watching this live on stream and you say, oh, man, there's definitely something wrong, let me know. Someone had said the other day they felt like the audio was desynced. Now, I can't confirm that. What I do is I can watch the on-demand videos after the fact, and I can confirm after watching the on-demand videos of both Elden Ring and the Daily Wrap, the audio was synced perfectly. There was no problem with the audio. But if there's audio desync on the stream, I'm curious what's going to happen. I'm kind of scratching my head because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if the stream is desyncing, that would actually mean it's an encoding problem with the GPU, and I can't fix that. If I were to try to change the sync of the audio and video, then that means the on-demand videos that you'll watch after the fact on YouTube, those would be desynced because I'm changing the audio sync, you see? So I don't really think there's much I can do about that if it's the stream only. But people seem to be saying the stream looks good at 1080p and the audio is synced. So if that's the case, it seems like we have improvements. There's two negatives to this. Number one, YouTube has this weird, stupid thing. If you stream at a high bitrate, they constantly have a pop-up on the screen that says, your stream's bitrate is above what we suggest, which is 4,500 kilobits. You may want to adjust it. Well, I don't. And I don't seem to have any way to disable that message. It just constantly appears on my screen. So I guess from now on, I just have to stare at it like an idiot. I don't see a way to get rid of it. If you close it, it just opens again. I don't know why YouTube has this. This is super annoying that it's on my dashboard as I stream. Maybe someone knows a way to disable that. I don't know. But I don't really see a way to disable it anywhere in any settings, okay? Number 2. The reason this all came about, allow me to explain what happened the other night, because this was not planned, nor was it something I was going to do, but it just all kind of happened at once, okay? So here's the deal. The other night, I was going to stream Like a Dragonetian on Tuesday night. It was going to be my final consecutive stream of the week. And I turn on the stream, and I noticed something immediately. OBS, which is the streaming software I use to stream and capture, which is open source, by the way, it's free, for some reason forced an update. And then gave me a big pop-up saying, hey, Phil, just so you know, OBS won't be supported by Windows 8 anymore. So if you want further updates of OBS, you're going to have to update your Windows. Now, this has happened with every program I'm using. Seriously. It's happened with every browser I use. It's happened every program I use say, oh, no longer supported. So I'm used to this stuff saying that it's not going to update anymore. It's not a huge deal for me. Okay? So I think what happened was OBS forced this update as a way of saying, adios, amigos, we're gone. We're not supporting Windows 8 anymore. But at least here's the latest version, because I never updated the program. It just did it by itself. Now, when it did it, it updated a ton of shit here. Like, the whole OBS menu changed. It now has different buttons and stuff in different positions. And I was like, uh-oh. So I go to stream and I find out, guess what? They changed all of my settings. All of my capture settings, my stream settings. It's all changed. I was like, oh my God. So I'm like starting over. I got to go through every menu and change every setting to a different thing now. I was pretty upset, to say the least. I'm like, dude, I don't want to have to reset all my shit. This is dumb. But I had to. I had to go through there and had to put a million things into it.
I mean, it's your own bloody fault for no updating things when you're meant to update things. Just saying. It's always good to keep updated in these kind of things. Oh shit, I missed a call from Prophet apparently. Shit, Prophet, you wee bastard. Sorry for missing the call, I was fucking just focused on the card. Oh, here we go. Hello?
Hey, you wee little cocksucker.
Hey, doing, you bold pervert?
my audio is probably really bad. I'm just at work. I'm on my headset here.
Sounds good to me, and I think it'll be alright for the audience as well. So why is Phil an idiot?
Okay, so he's completely blown his bitrate through the roof. Like 12,000 kilobits per second is not going to help. And now he's not in 12K because I was reading his dev chat earlier, and people thought he was streaming in 12K resolution. He's not. He's not even in 2K, which is 1080p. He's at 660p. He's forcing an upscale in bicubic by 16 samples, so it kind of fakes 1080p. And then he's hoping YouTube will do another upscale for him, is what he's doing. So he should be at 2,500 to 3,500 kilobits per second, but he's like 4 times higher than that. Now, what's happened already is he's already dropped frames, and if you can see when he moves, it kind of blurs.
Yeah, I've got it on
and
pause
he's stuttering
right now.
a bit.
Yeah, because it's paused right now. The kind of pause screen is also blurry when it moves. He's barely moving, so he's just turning his head slightly. But even then, it's blurry.
Yeah, so it's right now his quality is already dropping, and what YouTube is doing, because YouTube recommends between 4,500 and 9,000 kilobits per second for 1080p streaming, 60 FPS, because you can stream what I'm doing right now on my channel is through lossless video. So there is no bit rate. So it's just the highest quality setting, and then YouTube manages the encoding on their end. So it's a really good way to stream, but the problem is it does require a lot of bandwidth to do. And I'm at work. I have a gigabit upload, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, basically he doesn't need to do 12,000 because it's just a wasted. It's like wasted. And also that he's getting YouTube prompts every like couple minutes telling him this is too high for what you're doing.
Yeah, like I'm monitoring through VLC as well, and I can see his bandwidth. Like he's not at 12K, it's throttling back down right now.
So he thinks he's done.
YouTube is throttling it.
I just love how he thinks in his head it's an improvement because it's a 33% upgrade. He said that in his chat on 33% upgrade to his his streaming, and it's like not really.
He doesn't understand hardware encoding. The point of hardware encoding is to lessen the drive on the system. So in software encoding, if you wanted to do 1080p 60 FPS under software, it's going to be recommended about 8,000 kilobits per second because the software encoder is not as efficient as the hardware encoder. The hardware encoder will do the same quality at 4,000 kilobits per second.
Jesus, man.
So that's why you use, that's why you would use the hardware encoder. It allows you to use less bit rate, which is less of a strain on your system. And then the idiot is also encoding, he's recording off of his CPU. So it's like, you're now hitting the system twice. You're using the video card and the CPU. The issue is stop recording. You don't need to record. Just upload the live stream. Now, we all know why he does it.
Exactly.
It's because he wants to spam people's inboxes and play games with the algorithm. He can upload 4 or 5 videos off of one live stream instead of just uploading one.
And it's still bizarre, does it this way, man? It's like his whole stream could just be available right there, and he would still retain the views and the metrics from that live stream.
Exactly,
it's
and
so
that's
bizarre.
what puts him back into the algorithm. When he privates it, it's a negative reaction for the algorithm. Because he loses all those views, he loses the likes, he loses all the engagement.
You know, he'll say, for some videos, I'll say if you go to his channel, like, Resident Evil done well for him in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to look at it right now. And the kind of views he's getting, for Resident Evil is solid. Elden Ring, he's gone back to that, and his views like 2.1k, almost 1,000 views. Basically, the first 4 videos for Elden Ring, about 1,000 views each. Apart from the first one, it was 2,000. So, and it's like, I don't think that's not massive numbers though. It's not as if he's like making bank off those. It can't be that much more than like maybe $20 or $30 maybe.
Oh yeah, you go to like Twitch streamers, like known good Twitch streamers, they'll have like 10,000, 20,000 views on an Elden Ring replay, right? Whereas Phil's just managing 1,000, and probably 500 of those are probably detractors laughing at him or clicking.
I think it's unreal. So Phil's basically giving himself more problems here. He thinks he's made an upgrade, but he's actually kind of hindered himself here, and it's only so YouTubers going to keep trying to throttle him back down to where he's meant to be, essentially.
Yeah, like right now, after 6,000 kilobits per second, you're diminishing returns. There's no extra quality unless you're streaming in losses, and that's what if you're on my channel right now, you can see the settings that I'm using for lossless. So above 6,000, I will benefit, but nothing over 9. If I was streaming in 4K, yeah, I'd be at 51,000 kilobits per second. I can do that. I have that bandwidth. Remember, Phil only has 10,000 kilobits, so he's already throttling. His ISP is already throttling. Now, you're allowed a certain percentage over your bandwidth limit. Most ISPs will do that.
Yeah, mine, for
you
example.
can already tell he's dropping frames already. His thing is stuttered. It's a little bit blurry. So, nothing's changed. It's the exact same thing.
Fantastic. So he's a complete dumbass, essentially. Fantastic. Like, for me, for example, like my CPU usage, I'm at 1% on my CPU usage, which is 60 frames per second. I'm on like 8,600 kbs. Which is actually I think it's you that recommended me those settings actually. But it's it works for me for most of the time. I rarely have any issues. So Phil thinking I'm going to be big brain here, I'm going to set it to 12 or whatever. It's just, Jesus Christ, man. He's just.
Well, he just thinks bigger the number the better.
Yeah, exactly. He's that fucking he's like a caveman. It seems. So I'm not the most clued up either, but I never try and pretend to know what I'm talking about. That's the thing about Phil. This is why he's opened himself up to such mockery. He does like to pretend he knows what he's talking about because he managed to fucking build a computer back in the day, apparently, which I'm fucking doubting myself, but there you go.
See, right now, he's okay right now. He is dropping frames, it is stuttering, it is a little blurry. If he were to start up like Warzone 2 right now, that would be it. It would just be buffering constantly. Buffer.
Do you think this is going to cause problems then when he's playing games?
Well, he said he's only going to do this for the podcast, and then he's going to back it back down.
Why? That seems weird.
I don't know. Right?
Like if he thinks
I think he knows.
That's so strange.
I think he knows that what he's allowed to do. Like I always say this, Phil is not inherently stupid. For me, Phil's like that evil genius. He knows just enough to get himself in trouble.
There are some things he's clued up in, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but when it comes to his OBS settings, like remember, like I said this last night on Taking L's. Shout out to Taking L's there. Phil won Kat's heart by telling her how to fix OBS, but we're witnessing firsthand that he doesn't know jack shit about OBS.
Oh, completely not. He only knows what he uses, I guess, on a fucking daily basis. You know what I mean? The very limited, parts of OBS which he's used to using. Like, oh, I can make this thing visible. And not visible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I just love how he speaks as an authority on the subject. But thank you very much, Prophet, for explaining it to some simple-minded people like myself. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, man, I gotta bounce. I gotta get back to work.
Anyways,
See you later, everybody.
Hope work goes well, pal. Cheers.
Yeah, Chad sucks at Rocket League.
Shut up, you dick. Well, thank you, Prophet, for coming on and explaining that for everyone. So there we go. Phil doesn't know what he's doing as per usual when it comes to OBS, and Prophet with explanation there. I suck at Rocket League apparently. I'm not that great at the game, but I'm not terrible either. I'll trust Prophet, put it that way. Anyway, I am going to continue the stream now at 1.25 speed. Actually, I'll go 1.5. We'll go 1.5. Fuck it. Yeah, 1.5. Here we go.
To get it to work again. Now, as I was setting this up, I said, why not do this attempt to split, right? Why not split the GPU and CPU? Because now I have the capability. I'm already forced to redo all my settings. Let's just give it a shot. And so we did test it. And at first, I wanted to do all on the GPU. That did not work. When we tried to stream and capture with the GPU, the whole system crapped out. It went and froze. So that's a no-go. But it looks like I can do one process per each, and the computer can handle it. All right? So this just happened out of nowhere, completely inadvertently. Now, another thing that happened was that the pop-up messages stopped working. But I think that they're working. Ready? This is going to be a demo. This is not real. Let's see if this works. Ready? There we go. That's not real. That was not a real tip. I just wanted to test it. Yeah, the animations had conked out too. Because what happens is in OBS, there's this weird setting that it's in a menu within a menu. You wouldn't even be able to find it if you didn't know it was there. And it's like, use hardware acceleration with your browser plugin. And I was, what does that even mean? I have no idea what that means. You saw, does that animation look good? It's full 60 frames. It's a nice, sharp animation. What hardware acceleration would I need for that exactly? So I don't even know what that option's supposed to do, but when it's checked, the animations don't work. If you uncheck it, now the animations work. So I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I unchecked it, we got that fixed. So basically we did all this stuff, and we got everything working, okay? So this is the good news. This is, like I said, a blessing in disguise. At first, nothing was working, everything crapped out because of this update. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a pain, man. Now I got to do all the setup and everything. But now today, we may have more quality than ever before. What I would definitely like over the next few days as I play games like Silent Hill 3, Like a Dragon Ishin, Elden Ring, Oblivion, give me your feedback. Especially for those of you who watch at full quality 1080p. I absolutely need your feedback. I need to know what you think overall. Does it look good? Does it look better than it used to? I hope so. I hope what's happening is we will no longer get big frame rate dips. Okay? Perhaps it'll look sharper. That I don't know if I can really affect because that's really more dependent on my capture device. And I have noticed this capture device maintains frame rate, but tends to dip when it comes to the pixelization. So I guess we'll see what happens, okay? Let's find out what happens and go from there, all right? So thank you for being patient the other night. And today's an experiment, and moving forward this week will be an exciting experiment to see if my quality is better. And if it is, man, this is great. I finally get a significant upgrade again. Just think of all the upgrades this year that we've already done. Better webcam quality, cool new setup, new capture device, better overall quality on the streams and the videos. This is all a progressive.
And every single one of those updates were not basically fucking determined by you. Every single one of those updates were because of a fan giving you the necessary things to fucking upgrade your own equipment. Oh man, let's go for the top then.
Webcam quality better, and if it is, man, this is great. I finally.
Hold on. What the fuck was that
today's
face?
Experiment.
What was that
and moving
face?
forward this week will be an exciting experiment.
What was this fucking face? What the fuck? Yeah, look how blurry it is. He's moving so fast, so slightly, and his webcam keeps getting all blurry, and the quality of his footage is so blurry and all. Even the slightest little head movement. It's like any time, yeah, it's like just a skin suit is slipping. What the hell is he doing to his ear? Yanking off his fucking dumbass head. You know what? I'm gonna make a thumbnail. We'll see how it goes. We'll make a thumbnail with this one, and then we'll get back to normal. Just gonna go to set. Hopefully it won't blend in with the fucking background. And I have the website ready to go as well. Fantastic stuff. Hold on. So I'll copy that image and we'll paste it here. Please work good. That is quite decent. Phil's shoulder is looking a bit sharp there, but other than that, solid. That's the chair. That's the black bit in the chair blending in with the t-shirt. Curse Phil wearing black t-shirts to try and screw our thumbnails.
Great. I finally get a significant upgrade again. Just think of all the upgrades this year that we've already done. Better webcam quality.
The webcam was given to you by a fan.
cool new setup.
The cool new setup, right? This shit you already fucking had anywhere in the fucking house. That artwork was just chilling in the fucking hallway.
New capture device.
New capture device was also given to you by a fan.
Better overall quality on the streams and the videos. This is
Better overall quality in the streams and the videos because you fucking put the 12K? Phil, no, that's not fucking how that shit works. So yeah, everything you fucking just said there, irrelevant, pointless, as usual.
all a progressive increase in quality here on DSP Gaming, and I'm very happy about this. The one other negative, OBS now forces you to log into YouTube to stream. Didn't used to do that. What used to happen is there's a thing that's called a stream key. So when you set up a stream anywhere, they give you a key, and all you had to do is put that into OBS, and it would know where to stream to, and you're done. Now, every time I want to stream, I have to log into YouTube. The problem with that is I use 2 YouTube channels. So what I'm going to have to do is set it up so that this thing can dual log in and everything, and be able to switch on the fly. It's a different process. It's a little annoying, but I think I'll get used to it. It's just something new that I have to get used to, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal, nor do I think it's going to affect you guys. We'll find out for the first time when I stream on Saturday. When we do DSP versus the internet on Saturday on DSP React, that'll be our first opportunity to see how it works and if it works fine or whatever. I hope it's not an issue. Well, I guess we'll see on Saturday, okay? All right, so guys, I know that was an interesting intro. You weren't expecting that. I wasn't either. It happened on the fly Tuesday night, like wildly. I was like, what the heck? So let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that everything works good, that the quality is better moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of positives coming out of this. So let's focus on those, okay? Dex says the hardware acceleration is for the CPU load. Most CPUs have a special chip on standby, like a core for the PC to kick applications to it, so it won't bog down what the CPU is primarily being used for. People are saying autofocus keeps happening. That's the camera. What I can do, I can turn off autofocus entirely on this camera, the webcam, if you guys think it's a problem. Hold on. Because autofocus is on. Let me find it. So right now, do you feel like the camera is focused? If you feel like it is, I'll turn off autofocus right now. All right, ready? Okay, I just turned off autofocus. So now I can do this. The brightness will adjust, but the focus should not. Okay? That better? We'll leave it like that then. And hopefully auto. The only thing is now, when I do special videos, like when I'm doing food and stuff, and I want to show it to you, it's not going to focus when I bring it to the camera. So maybe when I'm doing those special videos, I should turn the autofocus on. So there you go. I think what happened is eventually that was off, but it resets the settings every time that something resets, and OBS resets, so it reset my settings. So there you go. Okay. All right. Onward and upward, as they say. Constant improvement. So guys, I'm back from break. Today is Thursday, the 13th of April. I had a day off yesterday. I'd like to just give you a little bit of information about what I did on my day off. Some game news happened, or other news, just interesting news that I'd like to talk about that happened during my day off, okay? I'd like to talk about the schedule for the week, obviously, so you guys know what's going on, because this week is going to be an interesting week coming up. So shall we do it? What should we jump into first? Want to do the Phil's Day Off segment? Right? Why not? Why not do a little segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off?
Naturally, as soon as I remove soundboard from the goddamn bingo card, he uses it. And the box doesn't fucking work properly. Methbear says, get fucked. Thanks, Methbear. Appreciate it. Well, this is clown mode. Him just fucking sawing about his fucking shitey technology is clown mode, so I'm definitely ticking that shit. There we go.
Phil's Day Off. Did you think that was going to work after I smashed the shit out of it? Because I didn't, and then it did. So figure that one out. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was my day off. I didn't do anything too special. Basically, my wife had been working all week, and so this was our day off, and we decided that we were going to have a more relaxed day at home. Nothing too crazy going on. What do we do? Well, I went out, I ran errands, you know, I usual grocery shopping. What do we need this week? Jasper needed more treats, so we bought him more treats. Liquid treats. He has a liquid treat every morning. So basically, the liquid in his diet is we give him some kind of a liquidy treat, whether it's like a little bisque or chunks of meat with a broth or something like that. And then most of the, outside of that, he just eats his dry food.
What the fuck is wrong with milk? Is he lactose intolerant or something? What? Just give him some fucking milk.
So we got him some more of those. Trying to think what else. I want, you know, not too much crazy. Nothing too crazy. It was more of a standard day out, just doing regular errands. Outside of that, I'm trying to think like nothing too over the top. My wife and I watched a lot of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So funny enough, the Prisoner of Azkaban from the earlier Harry Potter movies is my favorite one. It has the most interesting mystery style plot and a lot of twists and turns you're not expecting. It's just a weird movie in that regard where every time you think you know what's going on, something else crazy happens out of nowhere. My wife says it's her worst liked one so far out of the first.
Why am I just learning now that cats are lactose intolerant? I just fucking said that. Why are cats associated with milk then? Why is there a direct correlation when you think of cat, you think of them drinking milk? Do they like something that's bad for them? Are they like humans in that regard? Apparently cats are... I never knew cats were fucking lactose intolerant.
There's 3. She's like, I don't really like this one that much. I was like, oh, well, I guess to each their own. We didn't finish it. I think we have like a half an hour left, so we're going to probably finish that tonight. So we did that, and for dinner, we ordered... Well, here's the thing. We did absolutely nothing for our anniversary this year. But she was working, I was working, so we did nothing at all. All right, so we said for our dinner this week to order out, we wanted to order some sushi. Because we love sushi, but it's pricey. We said, you know what, it's our anniversary. We'll go a little bit of a splurge to order sushi. So we ordered 2 different kinds of sushi, and we ordered... Well, here's the thing. We have...
So he is bragging about splurging out on sushi for their day off meal. bear this in mind when he is begging for money on the same stream.
A sushi place we really like. Okay, when we order from it, we don't like to order from it because delivery sushi gets messed up on the way. It does. There's nothing you can really do. But we weren't going out, so he said, let's just order. And we ordered 2 kinds of sushi, and we wanted to decide. Now, this place does all kinds of stuff. They do teriyaki, they do tempura, and they do katsu. Well, whenever we go there in person to eat, we always get a side of the chicken teriyaki, and so we snack on that as we wait for our sushi to come out, and it's really, really good. But we get this every time. Okay, so we're gonna do something different. So let's try the chicken katsu. Okay, so we ordered the chicken katsu along with 2 orders of shrimp for our anniversary dinner. And the sushi is fine. Did I say shrimp? 2 orders of sushi is what I meant to say. Our sushi is fine. It's always good. We always order different kinds. Usually we get like a savory one and a spicy one. And we did. We had one that was very sweet but savory. And then we had another one that you eat it. You start to eat it, tastes like fish. And all of a sudden, boom, it kicks in. You get spice in your mouth. Oh, it's good. So our sushi was great. The chicken katsu, immediately noticed something different as we opened it up. We're like, it doesn't look like chicken katsu we've ordered at other places. And we look at the receipt. And the receipt says they use, listen to this, white meat chicken in their chicken katsu. Now, how many of you out there have had chicken katsu before? What you may have noticed is that most chicken katsu uses dark meat chicken, all right? And there's a good reason that they use dark meat chicken, because dark meat chicken is very juicy. It is more fatty, okay? But it's juicy and it has more flavor to it, okay? If you're going to bread and eat chicken, you want to be using dark meat chicken. Now, of course, everyone has this weird health food craze. Everything has to be white meat. You go to McDonald's and get their nuggets, it's white meat. You go to the store, you buy a frozen bag of meat, it's probably white meat, all right? I don't know what this craze is with white meat chicken. White meat chicken is drier, doesn't taste anywhere near as good, doesn't...
Phil, that's a... If you're eating white meat chicken and it's dry, it means you've not fucking made it that fucking well. It is possible to fucking get your chicken really nice and juicy and still have it be white meat. You just fucking need to be good at making fucking chicken. If it's dry, it means your ass cooked it too long.
Cook as well, all right? Is it slightly healthier for you? Yes, slightly, because it has less fat. But you're eating not just for that, you also eat for flavor. If you're going to a restaurant, you're spending money, you probably want better flavor. I'm not caring about the fucking, this is not a health food store, so give me flavor. So it really... Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Super Chuffer for the super chat, who says Phil's going to lose his toes from gout. This will make him angry as he lactose intolerant. I see what you did there, Super Chuffer. It'll remind me to laugh later on because that was a good one, buddy. Oh my god, lactose intolerant. Oh, fuck me, man. Silent Weapons has got his fucking... has got his fucking, work cut out for him, man. Try to fucking compete with those kind of jokes. Jesus Christ.
Probably want better flavor. I'm not caring about the fucking, this is not a health food store, so give me flavor. So it really drives me nuts because I've never had chicken katsu that was white meat before, all right? Immediately when you're looking at it, it's dry. Like, I know this is going to be dry. Every bite of this katsu will be dry, all right? And I was correct. The breading, dry. The meat, dry. Now, they give you a dipping sauce, a katsu dipping sauce. It was all right. Every place I have is a little different. What katsu dipping sauce is, it's basically Japanese Worcestershire sauce. You ever had Worcestershire sauce? So it's a Japanese style, and usually they taste a little different. Some of them are more tangy, some of them are more sweet. This one was actually tangy and had a bite to it, like a spicy bite, all right? So I'm putting the katsu into the sauce. I'm eating it. It's okay, but I'm like, dude, this is nowhere near as good as chicken katsu that I've had at other places around here, just local places that aren't considered a better restaurant like this one is. So it's weird to me because their sushi is absolutely amazing, outstanding.
Otto Insane is saying that any katsu that they've had in Japan is white meat. So the actual Japanese style for katsu curry, if you're actually in Japan, is apparently using white meat. So make of that what you will. Phil was complaining about the actual style of katsu curry, which is seemingly legitimate in Japan. Steve Ed says he wants to hear him pick up Worcester sauce again. Mind you, I don't know if I fucking say it right either. I say Worcester, it's something kind of weird.
You also eat for flavor. If you're going to a restaurant, you're spending money, you probably want better flavor. I'm not caring about the fucking, this is not a health food store, so give me flavor. So it really drives me nuts because I've never had chicken katsu that was white meat before, all right? Immediately when you're looking at it, it's dry. Like, I know this is going to be dry. Every bite of this katsu will be dry, all right? And I was correct. The breading, dry. The meat, dry. Now, they give you a dipping sauce, a katsu dipping sauce. It was all right. Every place I have is a little different. What katsu dipping sauce is, it's basically Japanese Worcestershire sauce. You ever had Worcestershire sauce? So it's a Japanese style, and usually they taste a little different. Some of them are more tangy, some of them are more sweet. This one was actually tangy and had a bite to it, like a spicy bite, all right? So I'm putting the katsu into the sauce. I'm eating it. It's okay, but I'm like, dude, this is nowhere near as good as chicken katsu that I've had at other places around here, just local places that aren't considered a better restaurant like this one is. So it's weird to me because their sushi is absolutely amazing, outstanding. Their teriyaki is absolutely amazing, outstanding. We've even had their soups before. Like, we've had their miso soup and stuff. That's really good. Their katsu is terrible. And how can they have a product that's literally just bad compared to their competitors, but no one's told them? Like, how long have they had this on the menu and no one says that their katsu sucks? Because it does. That katsu sucks.
Let me guess, Phil, you never told him either.
And it's definitely disappointing when this is a place, everything we've ever gotten was great. It's supposed to be our anniversary dinner, and the thing we tried new is bad, right? So it's kind of like,
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett. We also super chat says, this motherfucker always complains about food, but refuses to make the effort of cooking his own food. That's because usually it goes wrong. Plus, that's what Kat is for. Remember, Kat apparently loves cooking. That's why she's fucking there to fucking clean up after Phil and cook after Phil and make sure his hair gets brushed every fucking morning before he starts his streams.
it's supposed to be our anniversary dinner, and the thing we try new is bad, right? So it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? We gave it a shot. It wasn't good. You'll learn. You'll live and you'll learn, right? But the sushi was good. At least the sushi was good. So we did have a good dinner overall. It just wasn't as filling as we were hoping. Our side essentially sucked. We didn't even eat that much of it because it was very dry. Okay. So it is what it is. That's about it. That's all we really did. We did that. We watched Harry Potter, you know, kind of a relaxing day. Not much going on during our... Thank God, because last week my day off was a nightmare. As I told you, I wasted so much time last week with bullshit. And this week I got...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Warren for a super chat. He says, I don't think I've ever heard him praise a dish. He has been complimentary about some different kind of foods. You know, it just depends on what it is he has, you know. He fucking... Sometimes he is really fucking so... To be fair, he was quite complimentary about the place in general, the sushi place. It's just this one thing they have he's not a fan of, but everything else he is a fan of. So it sometimes is quite complimentary towards these fucking food places, but Phil making his own food... Do I need to show you the fucking special marinara sauce video again? Where he adds in like a fuck ton of sugar. You know exactly what I mean, that's what I'm saying. He is not a great cook himself. He knows he's not. No one's going to fucking flock to Chef DSP's special fucking culinary skills.
Day, not much going on during our... Thank God, because last week my day off was a nightmare. As I told you, I wasted so much time last week with bullshit. And this week I actually just got to generally relax with my wife. So that's good, obviously. And I'm just trying to think of really nothing else notable to really talk about on the day off. So that's Phil's day off. What an exciting segment. I got this working fully by beating the shit out of it, by the way. You notice that? I smacked it around, now it works fine. Whatever. That's technology for you.
Wow, the kind of same tactic that works on Cat works on fucking that soundbox. All I have to do is beat the shit out of it.
So, I know, what an amazing segment. I know you guys were really dying for that segment. Let's go through the schedule for the week, because this week's schedule now has been shuffled around a little bit because Tuesday night got thrown off. For the most part, this is a standard week. 6 straight days of streaming, including today. 6 full days of streaming, including today. Okay?
Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
I may have it too full. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
I may have went a bit too far with that joke there. I do apologise. Thank you very much, first of all, to Logan K for the super chat. It says, "How is my katsu? You still haven't told me." Of course, it's yeah, classic take on Phil. Not sure where to fucking go for his fighting game tournament, and then getting disqualified for Phil and someone else play. And thank you very much to Infidel Castro as well for super chat. It says Phil should be used to dry meat. He lives with cat. Yeah. I mean, it's unless Tyrone's visiting, then that's going to be some very dry meat in that domicile.
For that segment. Let's go through the schedule for the week, because this week's schedule now has been shuffled around a little bit because Tuesday night got thrown off. For the most part, this is a standard week. 6 straight days of streaming, including today. 6 full days of streaming, including today. Okay? And some fun stuff with React stuff over the weekend. It's a good week. Now, before we even start with that, you guys have been voting. When I say you guys, I mean the channel members, all right, of DSP React have been voting on what you guys want for the long-form React event for the month. We set this poll up the other day. What I would like to do is give you guys an update on how you guys have been voting. All right, so there are 3 options: Defunct Land, Internet Historian, and Lowspec Gamer. All right, 40 votes have been cast out of the 100 members we have, so about 40% of people have voted. I would hope more of you will vote. If you're a member of DSP React, please wake up. Now, I know it's been about a day, 2 days. Please vote on this poll. The more votes, the better. But here's the early results, okay? Defunct Land has 28% of the vote. Lowspec Gamer has 8% of the vote. Internet Historian has 65% of the vote. So do the math. It's like 25 votes out of 40.
Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much. But we also super chat says DSP thinks that getting pussy wet means spraying Jasper with that water bottle. Yeah, that's probably a very good fucking point as well. Where's the fucking spray bottle? Jesus Christ, that cat is suffered enough. Also, this fucking face. The Jesus Christ, man. It's like Phil's trying to pretend to be Sylvester Stallone, but he's not really good at it. You know, it's like, yeah, this is Phil's Stallone style look. You know, and it's just not working. It kind of looks more like an older version of JR. You know, good old JR. Wrestling JR. Let me see though if it's thumbnail worthy. Let's see if we can make it work, because I've got a feeling it's going to fucking blend in the background again. So this is the first potential thumbnail face. Let's see how this one looks. It's been got, but yeah, it's not really done very well cropping things out. Him wearing the black t-shirts really messes up these background removals. It's so annoying. It is what it is though. Bugs Bingo mechanics, nothing I can do.
65% of the vote. So do the math. It's like 25 votes out of 40 voted for Internet Historian. Now, I've never seen a single video from Internet Historian. I have seen a video from Defunct Land, and that is quite entertaining. But I don't know anything about Internet Historian, all right? So I guess what we'll have to do is, you know, keep that poll going for the week, okay? Please vote on which of those three you'd like to see me do for a long-form React event this month. And by the end of this week, we're going to determine the winner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the channel of the winner, and we're going to pick some of the best videos, all right? Maybe 2 or 3. And we're going to see how long they are as well. Remember, typically for me, when I'm doing one of these React videos, it takes a while. Now, this is the difference here is I believe these are all more documentarian styles. This is not necessarily, the story of a YouTuber, where I'm going to be comparing my journey to theirs and pausing and talking as much. So maybe in this case, let's say, for example, we do end up watching Internet Historian, and let's say one of his videos is 30 minutes long. We'll probably pick 3 videos, and I'll do a long-form React where we react to all 3 of those over the course of a day for a day's worth of reacting content, okay? And by the way, that event is set for April 30th, just so you guys know, Sunday, all right? So, please vote if you have not yet, okay? If you have not. And, oh, my nose is bothering me. You know, by the end of this week, we'll determine, you know, the winner, and then we'll determine what videos we're going to watch, okay? So this is all coming together nicely this month, and I'm very happy about that. Let's talk about the schedule for this week, and then I'm going to let you know long-term some of the ideas I have for this month, all right? So this week, here's what's going on. Today, we're going to continue on with Silent Hill 3 HD, all right? Started the playthrough the other day, shocked some people. They're like, oh, he's doing this? I mean, yeah, it was kind of on the fly thing. If you remember, we determined it during the birthday marathon last week that this is what I was going to be doing and balancing with the return to Elden Ring. Is it going to be a super hyper-popular project? I don't think so. It's for people who like horror and like to see me do more variety of survival horror, because I haven't done Silent Hill in a very long time. I've only played this game once ever, and it was 11 years ago, before direct capture, before live streaming, before face cam, before interaction, before any of this. It's a very different style today than I did back then. I remember playing this game 11 years ago and hating it. I was flipping out at that subway section, so pissed off. Now, did I die and get frustrated at this time around? Yes, I did. But the difference is I'm not swearing like a sailor. I'm not an asshole, you know, making up, Instead, it's kind of like, yeah, it's frustrating. Let's keep continuing and trying to figure it out, right? A little bit of a different attitude. I've definitely mellowed out and matured over the last decade. So, this should be fun. Today we're past the subway. I don't know where it goes next. I actually don't remember. But we'll continue on with the game today. See where it takes us. If you like the nostalgic vibes and if you like survival horror, please by all means support the stream. I would appreciate that, okay? Alright, later tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be Like a Dragon Ishin Endgame. You know, what we were supposed to do on Tuesday night and couldn't do because everything fell apart, we'll now be doing tonight. Now, we are thoroughly into the end of the game, meaning it is pretty much all story and then big chunks of combat and boss fights coming up. There's really no more side content left in the game. So it's going to be full speed ahead on the story of the game, finishing it up. I hope you'll join me tonight. We're not beating it tonight, I don't think, because we still have 3 chapters left, and each chapter roughly is around 45 minutes to an hour, so I don't see us getting through 3 chapters in one sitting, especially because I bet that last chapter is very lengthy. So, hope you'll join me tonight, especially if you've been around for the whole ride. It's about a 30-hour playthrough. We're getting to the end, and I'm excited to see how it all ends, starting tonight, okay? Tomorrow, we will swing back to the return to Elden Ring. Now, I have a good amount to say about this today, all right? So please bear with me. This is the return to Elden Ring segment. What a freaking difference it is playing this game a second time, knowing where the main interesting stuff is that you need to get for the early game, and doing this as a magic build. It literally feels like I'm playing a completely different video game. It does. I remember my first run, not knowing what I was doing. I felt like I was a weakling. I never knew how to attack anything. Now I'm fighting bosses, challenge bosses even. One of the ones that I fought in the jails or whatever. And it was easy. And it was not easy my first run. My first run was like, I'm doing melee, and it's very hard to figure out when you can hit and how to dodge or block properly and all of that. And now I'm playing, and it's like, dude, this is night and day. Magic build, you are glass cannon. What that means is, you're very weak. You can maybe take 1 or 2 hits tops, and you're dead. But, you are doing tremendous damage output with your magic spell. So your goal is to hit them more than they hit you and be very evasive, staying away around mid-range while pelting them with powerful spells. It's totally different from how I played the game the first time. It really does feel like you're playing a shooter versus playing, you know, a game that's hand-to-hand combat. It's a completely different style and strategy. So just to give you some perspective, I played Elden Ring for 4 hours the other day, okay? My return to Elden Ring run. In those 4 hours, okay, I got some really good gear thanks to the help of the stream chat telling me here's where you can go early on to get good gear and good spells. So I got it right away. I started leveling up. I went southward and grabbed a few of the upgrades, like the Sacred Tears and the, what do you call them, the Physic Tears for the Wondrous Physic Flask. Went and got the Wondrous Physic Flask, okay? Then, basically went right to the castle. And immediately, within a few tries, beat Margit. And then immediately past him, went through the castle. Pretty much no problem. This time, I went through the main gate, which I didn't do the first playthrough. The first playthrough, I went the side way, which is supposed to be the sneaky way into the castle. This time, I said, fuck it, I'll just go right up the middle. And because I had ranged attacks, I was able to kill all the guys that were trying to snipe me. And I went right up the middle and basically killed. I actually realized it's interesting playing this game a second time. When you run into things like, for example, I fought the creature that's supposed to be the Beast Man. Remember, there's the Beast people in this game? They're Beast Clerics or whatever. And you fight them, you're like, wait a minute, wasn't that like an end game enemy or boss? Isn't there a boss that plays like this? Yeah, that's an early game enemy in the game, but you don't realize that because, you know, if you were playing this game cold turkey, you fight that boss within the first dozen hours. It's not even a boss, it's just a regular enemy. Then later on in the game, 100 hours in, you realize it's an end game boss. Like, whoa. So that's kind of interesting that they're early on like that. But anyway, I'm just going through it, I'm killing everything, and I went right to Godric, and ladies and gentlemen, I guess I can spoil now because it's been on the internet for 2 days. I one-shotted Godric the Grafted. One shot. It was close, but I one-shotted him. And I was like, what the hell? I was totally blown away. I was like, dude, magic build is so bustedly easy. Now, here's the thing. I'm okay with that because I've already done the melee build. I didn't want to do a second melee build. This is something completely different, all right? But in 4 hours, I essentially did all the necessary things I need to do in what is the southern part called? Liurnia? No, Limgrave, right? Limgrave. I already beat it all. It's done. I don't even need to go back. Maybe I want to go back because the underground dungeon, the well, there might be stuff there I need. I don't know. You guys got to tell me if there's any magic items down that well that I didn't beat because I could go there and do that whole dungeon now. But outside of that, I was like, what in the holy hell? This is a completely different experience, right? It's totally 100% different experience for me. I couldn't even believe how different it was. So, hey, here's the thing. So after doing that on Tuesday, right? I'm like, and by the way, it's not like I didn't die. I absolutely did. You want to know the biggest danger when you're a magician in this game? Spacing. Because if you don't have situational awareness of where you are in the environment, you constantly get yourself stuck in a corner or walk off a ledge.
That sums up your gameplay usually to a fucking T. Without a shadow of a doubt, that sums up your usual kind of gameplay. Also, the big main takeaway detractors had from you playing the goddamn game, let's see if I can find it. Because our good old Aquatio and a good Clifford. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. So, Aquatio had a 4-minute video on a ship. Oops, hold on. There we go.
Eternal Napalm, everyone disagrees. Everyone says I should have done New Game Plus, and people are like, no, you should do New Game. No matter what, people are going to complain, and literally I'm getting pissed already. I don't want to see people just fucking sit here complaining all day. Oh, this isn't what I wanted. Well, then fuck, man, play it yourself. I mean it, like, and I'm not just yelling at you. I'm upset because already there's a ton of complainers today. Complaining about my playthrough already. No matter what I do, people are going to sit here and bitch about it, and it pisses me off. It does. I don't want people bitching about it because I'm doing it because I needed to do it for the fucking DLC regardless. Another sacred tier. I didn't even know this was here. No, real talk in general, I'm just tired of people complaining about everything I do. I am. I just want to be able to enjoy games like anyone else, and not have a million people bitching that I did it wrong. I'm just tired of it. Why can everyone else play games that doesn't have to be fucking yelled at constantly? But I have to be yelled at. Oh, you did it wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. What the fuck? Can I just play the game? I want to do a magic build, so I'm doing it, okay? So people help me find a good item first. Great, I'm happy about that. But now, oh, you're not doing the boss, or immediately you're actually getting things to make it so that your flasks are worth using? Oh, fuck you, this is boring. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Seriously? I can't spend 25 minutes of the playthrough getting necessary pickups so that I can actually have a chance against what's coming. That's not acceptable, apparently. Shut the fuck up about it. I'm tired of people bitching. It really pisses me off if you can't tell. Oh no, everything Phil does is wrong. If I had done New Game Plus, that was wrong. New Game, that's wrong. Listening to the audience, wrong. Not listening, wrong. So fuck it. Why don't I just delete the game from my hard drive right now? And then I never play it again. And I don't do the DLC. Then I don't have to hear any of the bitching. Right? I'll never have to hear the bitching. Or people could grow the fuck up and stop bitching every 5 seconds. So what's it going to be? Is it going to be I play the game or I delete it permanently and we don't ever play it ever again? Right? Because I'm already pissed about it. I'm not having a good day with people sitting here complaining constantly. So you have your choice. Let's see what people choose. Okay? Seriously. Trust me, there's tons of games to play out there that I could be playing right now. I don't have to play Elden Ring again.
Very well.
Holy shit. Despite what everyone is saying, I'm enjoying the content. Thank you, Hiseo. Because there's the thing, like, Some people are saying, now they're defending me, and they're like, yeah, Phil's doing the right thing. He needs to get these early game items. Why even play the game if you're not going to get the early game items? No wondrous physic, not leveling my flask. Like, what am I, an idiot? I'd be a complete moron not to do that. I'd be a complete moron. You have to do this necessary stuff, or else, well, I'm not speed running the game. If you wanted me to do new game, which people wanted, then it's not a speed run. Speed run would have been new game plus. I'm not speed running the game. I need to get the essential items. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up and play it yourself and don't watch my playthrough. Like, why would you be here to bitch that I'm doing it wrong when I'm literally doing basic stuff you need to do at the beginning of the game? Like, what are you, stupid? Yes. If you're sitting here complaining like a bitch, you're stupid. And I don't need you here. I don't want a toxic element when I'm trying to fucking play and enjoy a game. It's ridiculous nonsense. Thank you, Felix. Felix says, I'm enjoying it too. It's nice to have a few people who are being reasonable and positive, rather than a bunch of people just being negative jerks. Like, come on. Exactly, Rugal. He says some people just want you to die constantly. Right, what the fuck? I already played the game, stupid. I already beat the whole game. I'm not going to be dying a million times constantly. You got to be a moron to think that's going to happen. I have like a 140-hour playthrough. Oh, you're just going to die every 10 seconds. No, I'm not, stupid.
And that is that. Yeah, so that was a really... That almost got 10,000 views from over a day ago. So, Aquateal has more views on this one small video, it's not even 4 minutes long, than Phil has on his combined 4 parts of the full playthrough so far. Phil has about 5,000 views from those 4 parts combined. And Aquateal makes this 4-minute video showing Phil just being absolutely toxic in his audience. 10k. Aquateal dunking on Phil again. Steve Dead says, remember, fucking got them combined, remember, Phil thinks those views are his and Aquateal stole them from him. Of course he fucking does, because he's a fucking delusional idiot. It couldn't be the simple fact of the matter that fucking Aquateal has made it more condensed and more watchable by fucking taking out the kind of interesting part that is worth watching. No, it couldn't be that.
That killed me way more so far than any enemy. Just me, oops, I was backing up casting spells. I walked right off the ledge because I didn't realize that was the end of the ledge. And I almost think like that's going to be the biggest challenge to me. Spatial awareness, yeah, that would be correct. Spatial awareness is the best wording for it, yeah. And I don't have that. I never had that. In the original run, that was the opposite of what I needed. In the original run, it's figure out your openings to just get in there and wail on the enemy, do jump R2 a million times so they're stunned, and then hit them with a special attack, or, you know, what do they call it, the visceral attack, or whatever it is. And you're not doing that at all here. Here it's just stay mid-range, keep blasting them with spells, dodge, recharge all your energy, and do it again, and don't fall off a ledge, and don't get cornered. It's very different. I get the feeling there's going to be some parts of the game that are going to be piss easy, and there's going to be some parts of the game that are going to be very difficult. Like if I start fighting enemies that are very magic resistant, I wonder how I'm going to beat them. Seriously. I'm curious how I'm going to beat them because I don't have, like, I have a shitty short sword. That's it. Maybe later on I'll actually find weapons that scale with the magic, but they're considered not magic damage. So maybe I could use that. But right now I got nothing. So if I find an enemy that's resistant to magic, I really can't hurt it at all. I'm wondering what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, we're done with Limgrave, the first area. And I think we're heading, what's the name of the second area? Is it Liurnia? We're heading to the bog area. It's the big swamp, and then you get to the academy, you have to fight the dragon and all that. Like, we're heading to that next. And I think what everyone was saying was, for your build, the glintstone build that I'm doing, this is where I need to go because there's a lot of great items in this general area, just exploring and also doing the academy. You'll get the great items you need to have a good build. So, so that's going to be starting tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. We could go down the well and do that optional dungeon. That's the first major optional dungeon of the game, is that well, okay? Which was in Limgrave. We could go back and do it if you guys want. So that'll be your call. Should we do the well, or should we just continue on and head into the magic area of the bog and do all the stuff down there? And where do I go? Are there optional areas around the outskirts I should do first? Or should I head straight for the academy? Like, what's the best strategy here? So, that's tomorrow. Main stream, all right? Continuation of the magic glintstone run in the return to Elden Ring. Okay? Tomorrow night, Friday night, will be Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So I hope you'll join me for Oblivion tomorrow night, okay? Then Saturday, it's DSP versus the Internet. This is my weekly React show over on DSP Reacts. Over 100 members are nominating videos for us to review on Saturday. It is first come, first serve, so if you have not yet nominated, I strongly urge you, get your nominations in over there on DSP Reacts on the community tab as soon as possible, because if you don't get them in today, real likely we ain't watching them, all right? If you're an Ultra member on DSP Reacts, we're guaranteed to watch your video, so you have time still. But please don't wait till the last minute. Every week, it never fails. There's someone who posts up like 5 hours before the show. How am I supposed to see that? I'm already ready to go, right? I get the playlist done the night before. So please get your nominations in. I'm excited for our weekly React show, okay? Saturday night will be the conclusion of Like a Dragon Ishin. We're finishing the game Saturday night, if everything goes according to plan. Sunday will be more Silent Hill 3 paired with Oblivion. Monday will be more Elden Ring. And on Monday night, we're doing something special and different. Ladies and gentlemen, on Monday night, we're having a chill tier maker night. What does that mean? It means this coming Monday night over on DSP React, we're doing a late night DSP React stream where we're going to do 2 tier maker rankings live together. What will they be? I don't know. Let's talk about that over the next few days. We got today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday to determine that. Let's figure out what we want to do Monday night. What would you like to see me rank? Food? Would you like to see me rank games? Something in pop culture? What would you like to see me rank? I'm down for whatever, man. So give me your ideas, what you would like to see. And I'm all for suggestions, because I think we're going to do 2. From what we saw during my birthday marathon, it takes about an hour to do each tier maker.
I've got a fucking suggestion for you, Phil. How about you come up with a fucking thing altogether, something, brilliant and brand new and unique? How about you come up with this DSP Gaming's best ever playthroughs from the 15-year history of you making content on YouTube? How about you determine and rank every single one of these fucking playthroughs you have ever done? Would you not think that's meaningful content, Phil, to go through all that fucking 15 years of you playing games on the internet? Because apparently everything you've fucking done on the internet has been meaningful. Everything you create on the internet, according to you, is meaningful content. You don't want to fucking do some shit content. You don't want to do boring content. You don't want to fucking do pointless content. Apparently, according to you, Phil, what you make is fucking art. And what you do is actually meant to be fucking meaningful content. So if you've been making 15 years of meaningful content, then surely it shouldn't be too hard for you to come up with some sort of tier maker list determining what is the actual best meaningful content you have made. Yeah, I thought so. And that's not going to fucking happen because Phil's too lazy. Plus, he has no meaningful content.
Okay, each tier maker ranking, roughly 60 minutes. So that means we'd have time for 2 different ones that we can do on the channel on Monday night. That's a cool late night variety stream. That's good. We can break stuff up and do a little bit different content. I'm down for that. As you guys know, I told you, my goal is to diversify my content. I'm not just the guy who sits around playing games all day anymore. I want to do some different stuff. That's why we have a React channel to begin with. So this would be great new content for that channel. So Agonito said, what about a Street Fighter tier list? Okay. Derek says, how about members can suggest tier makers? Oh, that's actually a good idea, Derek. Derek came up with a good idea. Why not have the members suggest their opinions and maybe pull some of the best ones out of there? Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do open suggestions, but I may also do a thread to have members suggest as well. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll do a member thread over the weekend. But that's great. Yeah, so tier maker night, Monday night, 2 hours of tier maker fun on DSP Reacts. Okay? Then on Tuesday, likely I'll do a double stream of Elden Ring, only because Elden Ring's the longer game here between that and Silent Hill 3. Like, Silent Hill 3 is not a lengthy game. If I remember correctly, it's like maybe 12 to 15 hours, if that. So I don't think it's going to take us that long to beat it. So therefore, what's the rush? If we're playing it today, we're playing it Sunday, right? Now we're 9 hours in. We don't need to rush to try to beat it this week. So I think I'd like to do more Elden Ring than Silent Hill this week. So we'll probably do like Monday and Tuesday to double Elden Ring streams. And then Tuesday night, we'll do more Oblivion, okay? Now, Wednesday is my day off. Thursday of next week is an interesting day, which we're going to talk about in the game news. There's actually a game presentation that I'm very interested in watching live. I think we're actually going to do that together, all right? We'll talk about that in a minute when I get to the game news. But what I'm thinking is, if you're not aware, all right, on Wednesday, April 19th, it is the release of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. This is Final Fantasies 1 through 6 redone with more upgraded graphics and gameplay elements and controls for modern consoles and PC. This has been out for about a year on PC, and people have already played it and really loved it. But now it's finally coming to Switch and PS4, so I'm probably likely going to get it on PS5 to play. And I would like to start a classic Final Fantasy game with you guys as a late night chill stream. So we'll now be balancing between Oblivion and a classic Final Fantasy game on the late night chill streams, okay? But which game? That I can't answer for you, because it'll be up to you guys to say, would you like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, or 5? So think about it this week. Which one would you like more? Reason I ask you is because I've played all of them. 5, I've played multiple times. I know a lot about. I really like the gameplay elements, and I like the graphics and music. I don't like the story, but I like everything else about it. 1, 2, and 3 I've all played. I beat 1 and 2. I thought they were okay, pretty good games. I've never beaten 3. 3 I actually got bored of and stopped playing. But that was a long time ago. And maybe now with the Pixel Remaster, I'd like it more. I don't know. Also with the interactive audience and everything, it makes it better, you see? So I'm curious, which would you like, 1, 2, 3, or 5? And I said, well, what about 4 and 6? Well, 4 and 6 I've played multiple times for you guys over the years. You know, old school playthroughs, more modernized playthroughs. I don't see a reason to replay them again now. Maybe someday in the future, because if I have the collection, I'll have them. But I don't feel the need to replay them when I have these other ones that I've never played for you guys before. Okay? So, starting on the 20th, I'd like to start Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster as a late night chill stream and balance that with Oblivion back and forth and back and forth. Okay? So, that's cool. Now, there's other games coming out this month. There's Dead Island 2. Are we playing it? I don't know. We gotta see if it's good, and we don't know right now because we don't have enough information. Right? At the end of the month, we got Star Wars Jedi Outcast. Yes, I absolutely want to play that one 1,000,000%. I'll be playing Jedi Outcast at the end of this month. That's like the one major new release that I'm really interested in this month. Okay? So, that's what's going on right now. Schedule-wise, I hope that sounds good to you. Is it Jedi Survivor? I keep calling it Jedi Outcast. I guess it's called Jedi Survivor. Whatever it's called. Star Wars Jedi something, something, something. We're playing that one at the end of the month. Okay? So there you go. So Silent Hill 3 and Return to Elden Ring balanced. Next new game on the daytime stream will either be Dead Island 2 or maybe something else like Jedi, depending on what happens. And the next late night chill stream to be added will be next week. It'll be Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters. Okay? That's the schedule for the week. I hope that sounds good. 6 straight streaming days for me, including Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this week. 6 full days of double streams. No missed streams or anything. Last month, I know I missed a ton of streams. None of that this month. This month, I'm here full force for you guys. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it, all right? It should be good, okay? All right. Now, what I'd like to do now is a news segment before we get to shout-outs, shall we? So let's get to some news. Oh, by the way, I will say this. As you guys know, we have mixed things up We're no longer doing monthly goals for members. We're only doing daily goals. This has worked tremendously in the last month. So today, with a full day of streaming here on DSP Gaming, my goal is to try to hit 580 memberships by the end of the day. We're at 572 right now. So it'd be great if maybe you're someone who was thinking of maybe becoming a channel member to support the channel. Maybe your membership has lapsed. You're thinking of renewing it. Or today, we'll probably have a good attendance for Silent Hill 3. We did the other day.
You know what I'm noticing lately? Is kind of greed for members is gradually getting bigger and bigger. At first he wanted to get a couple members or 5 members or whatever. Now we're up to like him wanting like 8+ members. You know, his desire to kind of get more and more each time is gradually increasing over time. And I'm just waiting for the time when it's going to fucking increase by more than 10. I just can't realise that. It used to be a case of like sometimes it was after like maybe 3 members or 5 members, but now we're up to 8. It is consistently getting higher and higher and higher. His demands for daily members are no actual goal whatsoever other than just giving him more money essentially.
So today would be a great day if you wanted to maybe just help out the community. Maybe gift some memberships to the community. There should be a lot of people here willing to accept a gifted membership to the channel. You get a ton of abilities and perks by becoming a member. You know, a Jack Crown badge, highlighted name, access to all my emotes. You don't have to abide by slow mode, priority in special events such as the Ask the King Q&A show, and other things. So please consider becoming a member. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's get to news. Our first news story of the day. Ready for this? Marvel's Spider-Man, that's right, that's the Spider-Man game from several years ago that originally was on PS4, then it had the Miles Morales expansion on PS5, will leave PlayStation Plus Extra in May. It seems that the PlayStation first-party titles, which everyone was assuming would be on PlayStation Plus, like Extra, you know, it's the premium service that you pay every month, you get access to free games. I guess they're not forever titles, after all. Everyone thought they were. For example, if you get Game Pass Ultimate, you get access to all the Microsoft-owned games indefinitely. They're never, like, Halo's never going to come off of Xbox, Game Pass. It's always going to be on there. But apparently, PlayStation has decided we don't even want to have even our first-party titles up there permanently. We're going to remove them whenever we feel like it. So what exactly, I really have to ask this question now. What is the incentive of having the premium PS Plus programs? You don't get any games permanently whatsoever, right? The game selection is far inferior to Game Pass. There just aren't as many interesting titles. They initially said they were going to add all these retro games. They added like 20. That's it. They haven't even added anything. It's the same. It's almost exactly the same program as last year with less games. So what is your incentive to get it? It seems like this was a half-cocked, half-assed idea that was half-implemented, and they never really tried. It looked interesting in the summer of last year. If you remember, I had it for about 2 months. We sat here and we played some retro games, which was very fun to go back and do. And then what happened after that? The whole program fizzled out. No one even talks about it anymore. Some of the games I was playing were removed. So what incentive would I ever have to go back and get PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium? Zero. I have zero incentive. If I buy it, maybe you're going to take the game off next month. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they don't do that on Game Pass as well, but the point is on Game Pass, you have a stable library of games you can rely on every month, and they're always adding more, and there's tons of new releases. They're not doing that with the PlayStation program. It just seems like they've forgotten about it, and they're almost abandoning it. What a bunch of assholes. I mean, what were they thinking? You want to talk about a botched business practice? There's your botched business practice right there. I keep telling you guys, it's just every console generation, there's a flip-flop. PlayStation could do no wrong during the PS2 era and dominate it entirely. Then the next console era, Xbox 360, outside of the insanely horrendous Red Ring fiasco, outside of the Red Ring, everything else they did was right? And it took the entire console generation for PlayStation to catch up. Then, PS4 versus Xbox One, Xbox did everything wrong, and PlayStation was the dominant. Now, here's the weird thing. Solely because PlayStation 4 was dominant, PS5 has been dominant this console gen. But if you compare consoles, if you compare game libraries, if you compare Game Pass to Xbox or PlayStation Premium, man, I'm sorry to say, I really feel Xbox is doing better this console gen, but Xbox is not selling. They actually finally did some sales numbers, and what they're looking at here, they're realizing the Xbox sales have dramatically slowed down to the point where they're just not moving units anymore. And it's sad, because if you compare services and everything, I think that Xbox at this point is the better console this gen. Not for performance, but everything else. If you factor big picture, I really feel Xbox is doing a better job, but they're not getting the market share.
I just like Steve Dead's comment here. Man who declared bankruptcy with 13 credit cards tells company responsible for multiple best-selling consoles how to run their business. Exactly. Exactly.
Because last gen, PS4 was so dominant that everyone still wants PS5, and a lot of people still haven't gotten one, you see? But anyway, I digress. I don't know what they're doing with this PlayStation Plus premium services. They're just not good. I don't even see a selling point for them. Okay? Some interesting, sadly, sounding pretty negative news in regards to an upcoming game that's an exclusive for Xbox. And now that I said, Xbox is doing better, now here comes bad news. You ready for bad news? Okay. How many of you remember that game Redfall? That's the game coming out of, is it Arcane? The same people who made Dishonored, the same people who made Prey, and the same people who just recently made Deathloop. So their newest game is called Redfall. This is supposed to be a game where it's a team, supposedly a team-based game, where you fight vampires. The initial gameplay they showed of it looked terrible. It did. Like, it didn't look interesting at all. It looked kind of generic and not that good. So people were kind of like, well, I hope that's not the whole game. Now, apparently, from the news that has come out recently, is that preview that was shown is not representative of what the whole game is. People started showing other early advanced gameplay of it, and the game looks completely different and looks interesting. Unique, fun, okay? So maybe it is, and maybe what they chose to show as their like advanced preview was not a good choice. Maybe that's just the truth, is that it just wasn't a good selection, and it was just bad luck that that's what they decided to show, and people started crapping on the game, all right? But to coincide with that kind of leaking of information was some horrible bad news. Are you ready for this? This was officially announced by Redfall yesterday. The actual Redfall account on Twitter said this. Ready? Redfall is launching on the Xbox consoles with quality mode only. On the Xbox Series X, this means 4K resolution and 30 frames per second. On the Xbox Series S, this means 1440p resolution.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for Super Chat. It says, a guy who hoards digital JPEGs of sweaty men can't put his hoof on why people sub to services. Yeah, exactly, man. Phil's fucking the last person you want to fucking talk to about, so, you know, financial fucking advice. Also, interesting comment by Raziel the Lost says he needs to stop calling this a generation, you know, for Xbox and PS5. The PS5 is the newest gen, but the Xbox is still just an upgraded Xbox One, which is last gen, not current gen. There is no Xbox new gen. See, I'm not too caught up in consoles these days. Like, I know the PS5 is the newer one, but I wasn't sure. I thought they're kind of similar in terms of specs, so I wasn't too caught up myself. I'm not a console person anymore. I used to be fucking, you know, years ago, but I stopped caring about consoles for the last several years, you know, because I'm an arsehole. So yeah, I'm not too caught up in it. But yeah, Otto Insane says PS5 is an updated PS4 in the same way. I guess it's a debatable point, you know, for sure. I don't know. Personally, I prefer PC gaming personally, you know, but that's just me.
And 30 frames per second. On the Xbox Series S, this means 1440p resolution and 30 frames per second. And that's it. There will later on be added a 60 frame per second performance mode, but they don't know when. This has people completely going nuts on the internet. We're talking game journalists, we're talking people who are industry insiders, just people in general who are gamers. They're like, are you out of your fucking mind? This is supposed to be one of the exclusive first-party Xbox titles. This is the studio that Xbox bought. They outright bought this company and said, develop games exclusively for us under our umbrella. You're only engineering this game to run on PC and Xbox, period. You don't have to worry about the architecture of the PS5 to Switch. You just make games for us. And you're telling me you can't even make your exclusive game run at the industry standard for this console generation. It's not possible. You have to put it out at a lower frame rate at launch, and then later on, you're going to put in a 60 frame mode once everyone already doesn't care about the game? Like, what the hell is that? Now, I've said this before. Last console gen, PS4 and Xbox One, I felt like we got bait and switched. Because at the beginning of that console gen, we were all told the following. This is the console gen where you're going to get graphical fidelity. You're going to be getting 1080p, 60 frames per second. All the games are going to finally be up to snuff with what you've gotten on PC. It's going to be amazing. What happened last console gen? That never happened. What ended up happening was we got games that were bigger, lots of open world, lots of collectathons, lots of grindy style games. So the breadth and size of games grew. But graphical fidelity, when it came to getting games to be 60 frames, it just never really happened last console gen. Okay? That was definitely one of the promises that they always fell short on. Now I said, this console gen, right? PS5, Xbox Series S and X, for the most part, has finally lived up to the promises that we had like 10 years ago. Games are finally running at 60 frames in most instances. Take a look at most of the new games that I've been playing recently. Resident Evil 4 Remake, Like a Dragon Ishin, right? These new games. Oh, what was Wolong? Fallen Dynasty I just played recently. Hell, I'm playing Elden Ring. All these games run at 60 frames. Now, Elden Ring does dip, but you know the point I'm making is that, in general, they're living up to the hype finally, right? But now all of a sudden, you've got a game studio that is owned by Microsoft. All they have to do is make their game run well on this console. That's it. And they can't do it. Or, even worse, they know they can do it because they're promising the mode will come out, but later. So, if you can't deliver the industry standard experience at the launch of the game, why don't you do something that makes sense and fucking delay the game? Duh! Why are you going to release this game before it's obviously fucking ready? I'm baffled.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
That's a bit of a terrifying fucking build ass because I included his fucking zoom in face. Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for Super Chat. It says all the cartoons that he works on for TV run at 24 frames per second. Yeah, that's kind of like the industry standard, isn't it? 24 frames per second for cartoons. It's probably because it's like, obviously, if you've got to animate every single frame, it probably is easier. It lessens your workload. If you have to animate 60 frames per second, then you've got to draw, in theory, 60 different frames just for 1 second. And yeah, Snood says 24 frames per second is also for film. Exactly, yeah. And 30 frames per second is for video, yeah. But you know, for Steve the Dead says 24 frames per second is a speed that we see at. Isn't like pigeons? They see things like 300 frames per second or something, or I don't know, random fucking pigeon frames per second fact there for fucking their amazing vision. I know, I just came into my fucking head when we were talking about fucking what we see in frames per second. But yeah, Bartwell's saying that the work he does for animating cartoons is 24 frames per second, but Phil is demanding 60 though for his gameplay and all that shit, and he's fucking ranting and raving about fucking these companies not able to fucking deliver 60 frames per fucking second. He acts like he fucking knows what he's fucking talking about though. You know, like sure, it's one of those fucking things where he's like, he acts like he knows how to fucking fix the situation, where he clearly has no goddamn idea on how to fucking do it. But he wants the people fucking in charge of this kind of shit to somehow be punished. He's going to fucking call them out. He's going to fucking tell them how to fucking do their job when he doesn't know how to fucking run his own business properly.
Why are you going to release this game before it's obviously fucking ready? I'm baffled. Delay the fucking game. This is a case where people would not complain. Just delay it, make it run in 60. Even if it takes 3-4 more months, fuck it. Just do it. Guess what? Guess what, Microsoft? Guess what, Arcane? No one is freaking out about Redfall. People are interested in it, but no one's like, oh my god, I gotta get my hands on this fucking game right away, and if I don't, I'm not gonna play. No one's saying that. People trust Arcane. They like their games. In general, they're pretty much all solid outings, if not good outings. Give us a game that's going to be good. Don't rush the release of the game to be 30 frames only, so we all play an inferior experience that's not as good.
Oh, here's an idea for you. When a game comes out then, don't get it straight away. Wait for them to fucking release a version which has actually got performance mode enabled for it for 60 frames. You don't have to fucking buy it straight away as soon as it's fucking released, Phil. There's a novel idea.
And it's not industry standard. Essentially, they're saying, well, you want to play our game, take 5 steps back with us, and then wait 4 months and replay the game and get the industry standard. Like, no. Just give us the industry standard or don't give us anything at all. This is stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense that they would do this. And here's the funny part, okay, is that a lot of people are starting to quote old Microsoft execs from 2-3 years ago, and all the execs had their buzz for, oh, don't worry, the power of the Series S and X, where every game will be 60 frames, that's why we're putting this architecture into the box so that all of our games coming out will all be 60 frames. How is it this is like the first major exclusive, really, of this giant coming out, and it's not 60 frames? I mean, obviously something's wrong here. And some people are really, like, for example, this is Jez Corden on Twitter. I want to give him credit for his quote. He says, Xbox and ZeniMax, so ZeniMax is the parent studio, okay, that owns, I guess, Arcane. Xbox and ZeniMax really need to start collaborating and learning how to manage expectations, which are now very different with ZeniMax as part of a platform, fair or not. The Redfall previews were all presented to us in 60 frames per second with this emo. If you're promoting a game, advertising it in 60 frames, how can you now sell it at 30, right? And I think he's absolutely right. I think what's happened now is that this studio went from being independent or third party to being owned by a first party, and what they don't understand is now they're expected to have first party quality. Where is Xbox quality control? Xbox owns the company, but doesn't do any quality enforcement? This is exactly what happened with Halo Infinite. The game came out and was good at launch, and then what happened? The whole game fell apart within the first few months, and no quality control whatsoever, no updates, no seasonal pass updates, and the game's dead. No one talks about Halo Infinite anymore. It's a dead fucking game, and it should have been the leader in the industry for first-person shooters, and it fizzled out and died because Xbox didn't take control of it. You own the company, fucking do something about it. Don't buy the company and, hands up, you gotta do something. These companies obviously don't know what they're doing. They need guidance, they need control, they need standards. And they don't have any right now. No one wants to play Redfall at 30 fucking frames, including me. But you know what? It's coming out supposedly in May, and it's going to be a Game Pass game, so I'm going to play it, and if it runs like shit, I'm going to tell you this game is shit. And it's going to be shame on them for releasing it like that instead of delaying it.
You're still going to play the fucking game despite all your objections? Why, Phil?
So there you go. Let's continue here. Oh, okay. So there's one interesting piece of info. I was alluding to this earlier, and this is something that I'm interested in. We got to figure out how we want to do it. Are you ready? On Thursday, April 20th.
No. It's not we need to figure out how you're going to do it. You. This is a you problem, Phil. You need to figure out how you're going to do it. This is your goddamn business. This is for you to fucking try and figure out yourself and how to run your goddamn business. Not this fucking wee pish. You're fucking, it's all about we and fucking try and get your fucking audience to fucking tell you how to run your own shit. But are they going to get fucking rewarded? Is it all we and you're all the one getting all the fucking money from them? It's a fucking team effort. They give Phil the money and Phil spends the money. Team effort, guys.
20th. That is one week from today. At 3 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 3 hours from now in 1 week. Capcom is doing a digital 1 hour long presentation on Street Fighter 6. During this presentation, they are finally going to reveal details on World Tour, Battle Hub, and Fighting Ground. Now, do you know what those are? Those are all the offline style modes or the non-competitive mode. This is what we've wanted information on for a long time. How will the story mode called World Tour work? How long will it be? Will it have a ton of content or will it just be a short tacked on mode? Battle Hub. We already know in Battle Hub, this is where you wait for your multiplayer matches.
Phil. I don't think this is going to be a very popular stream for you. Most of your audience don't really give that much of a shit about your Street Fighter antics anymore. It's usually detractors that like to see you fucking get salty playing Street Fighter because they know how passionate you are about the fucking game. But I don't think you streaming this fucking event is going to be a good idea, personally. So by all means, fucking do it. And fucking suffer the consequences.
Correct? But what else will happen in Battle Hub? Will we have opportunity to play other games? A lot of people have been speculating maybe we'll be able to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo in there and or other retro games, retro Street Fighter games, while you wait for a match, or maybe you could just play those games in general, right? So what else will be available in Battle Hub? Fighting Ground, I don't even remember what that is. I know they announced that at some point. I don't even remember what it is, okay? So we're all kind of like, well, what are these? We want more information on these modes. We're finally going to get our answers, okay? And some other stuff. They said there's going to be a big announcement at the end of the show, like something no I guess I had been expecting is going to happen at the end of the show. I don't know what that's going to be. You know, usually when they announce something like that, it's kind of like, it's probably going to be something stupid, like DLC skins or something, right? Something dumb. But anyway, this is happening 1 week from today. And ladies and gentlemen, it is hosted. Are you ready for this? No, I don't think you're ready. Okay, everyone, if you didn't hear the announcement, you got to calm down. I got to prepare you. We have to temper your expectations here. Yeah,
I think this is what BST was alluding to when he said earlier on, prepare to laugh.
You have to prepare yourself. Okay, so first of all, before I make this announcement, make sure you're firmly seated in a safe position. Make sure there's no dangerous things around you. Make sure you have a radius to move and flail your arms and enjoy at what I'm about to tell you. Because so much positivity and excitement is about to hit your body all at once that you need to be ready to be safe. You don't want to have any loved ones near you. Make sure you have no pet. If there's a cat near you, put the cat away. Push it away. A dog? No. Rover, go over there and play with your bone. Because I'm about to make an announcement and I don't want to hurt anyone inadvertently with my explosion of satisfaction. Okay, you ready? All right, I'm going to warn you. This Street Fighter 6 presentation is going to be hosted by none other than, I'll announce it in 3, 2, 1, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne! Street Fighter and Lil Wayne! Wow! Who the fuck is Lil Wayne?
Seriously? Seriously? He doesn't even know who Lil Wayne is? Seriously? Like, I'm not the most musical savvy person, but even I've heard of Lil Wayne. Like, heaven forbid that Capcom should fucking get somebody who's actually a fan of fighting games to help fucking host their fucking thing. Heaven forbid that person just happens to be a very famous person as well for the fucking, you know, they're in the field they're in.
It baffles me. It baffles me that we're in 2023 and these game companies have not figured out yet that we don't need celebrities to present video games. We just were watching the Crow B Cat video making fun of E3 2016. Do you remember in E3 2016 it was Battlefield 1 from EA? And they hired all these celebrities like Zac Efron, right? And all these Snoop Dogg coming in to play the fucking game. Did that sell a single copy of the game? No. None of them knew how to play it. None of them knew what the fuck was going on. They were literally standing around doing absolutely fucking nothing, getting paid. These game companies are fucking asinine idiots. Why the fuck would you pay Lil Wayne, a rapper, to present the Street Fighter 6 hour-long presentation? Are you fucking stupid?
Oh, so he does know who he is. He does. He completely knows who Lil Wayne is. He probably googled him, then started biting his nails. He's like, oh, I am very tempted to tick the top left square. I'll tell you that right now. I'm very tempted.
Here's the answer. You ready? Whoever made this decision, yes, you are fucking stupid. There is not one person on earth who's going to buy this fucking game because Lil Wayne is presenting it. There's not one person who will care that Lil Wayne is presenting it. You are moronic. You wasted your time and money, and you're probably going to waste our time because you think that Lil Wayne is going to be the most informed person on this game, or you're going to have him dancing around probably saying catchphrases and dumb shit. It is the most stupid thing ever. These strategies don't work. We're not morons. I'm not going to run out and buy 8 copies of Street Fighter 6 because you got fucking Lil Wayne for this presentation. You're dumb.
And Phil wonders why Capcom aren't ever nice to him. I wonder why that is. Like, Phil wonders why people think of him as a toxic and salty individual. Here is a prime example of why Phil is perceived so negatively on the internet. This has not been somebody else baiting him into being this way. This is not somebody triggering him into fucking doing this stuff. Phil saw this interesting news story where Capcom are getting a fighting game player who's also just famous at fucking doing what they fucking do for what they love doing for a living. The two things kind of correlate together quite nicely. And Phil is being so goddamn aggressively toxic about it. This is why he's a lolker. This is why he's got this fucking negative fucking perception. This is nothing to do with detractors. Him being this way, you could tell anyone, ask any neutral party to watch this fucking segment in its raw format.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
I was just going to say, you could actually watch any neutral person to fucking watch this in its own raw, genuine fucking format without any detracting interference, and they would all say the goddamn same thing here. Wow, this person's a really aggressive, insulted, toxic individual. Wow, this person's really fucking negative. This person does not seem like a very happy person at all. Anyway, thank you very much to Warren for Super Chat. It says he's mad because I didn't ask him. I don't think he was expecting to get asked, but I just think he gets so fucking salty about the fact that, you know, he thinks that some people don't belong on that stage. Also, he knows, I think he's aware that he's never going to fucking on that kind of stage himself. He's not going to get... But the fact of the matter is, though, he doesn't think that Lil Wayne has the, you know, the credentials to be on that kind of platform. He thinks that just because they like fighting games doesn't mean that they deserve to fucking be hosting. Like, Phil probably thinks to himself, I can probably beat Lil Wayne in a fighting game, which could, you know, who knows, it might be an interesting match, who fucking knows. But that's not why he's there. They're not trying to fucking, they didn't invite the absolute best player in the fucking world to fucking host a goddamn show, no. They got somebody that's enthusiastic about fighting games, who's also a famous fucking rapper, to do the hosting. And Phil just can't handle that. It's like, why are these worlds colliding? And it really fries his tight. You know what? I'm going to rewind this. I'm going to rewind this just so we can see Phil's meltdown over again. Why not?
Alright, I'm going to warn you. This Street Fighter 6 presentation is going to be hosted by none other than, I'll announce it in 3, 2, 1, Lil Wayne! Lil Wayne! Street Fighter and Lil Wayne! Wow! Who the fuck is Lil Wayne? It baffles me. It baffles me that we're in 2023 and these game companies have not figured out yet that we don't need celebrities to present video games. We just were watching the Crow B Cat video making fun of E3 2016. Do you remember in E3 2016 it was Battlefield 1 from EA? And they hired all these celebrities. Like Zac Efron, right? And all these Snoop Dogg coming in to play the fucking game. Did that sell a single copy of the game? No. None of them knew how to play it. None of them knew what the fuck was going on. They were literally standing around doing absolutely fucking nothing, getting paid. These game companies are fucking asinine idiots. Why the fuck would you pay Lil Wayne, a rapper, to present the Street Fighter 6 hour-long presentation? Are you fucking stupid? Here's the answer. You ready? Whoever made this decision, yes, you are fucking stupid. There is not one person on earth who's going to buy this fucking game because Lil Wayne is presenting it. There's not one person who will care that Lil Wayne is presenting it. You are moronic. You wasted your time and money, and you're probably going to waste our time because you think that Lil Wayne is going to be the most informed person on this game, or you're going to have him dancing around probably saying catchphrases and dumb shit. It is the most stupid thing ever. These strategies don't work. We're not morons. I'm not going to run out and buy 8 copies of Street Fighter 6 because you got fucking Lil Wayne for this presentation. You're dumb.
Wouldn't it be kind of funny if Capcom banned Phil from playing the game because he's such a salty bitch? Barrett Wells is saying, click racism. He brought up Snoop Dogg, a rapper, unprompted. It's a bit of a stretch, you know, because I know you're getting that. But to be fair, you know, he's trying to say, you know, when he tried to get Snoop Dogg to also host such and such a thing, however. Although it's kind of interesting that all the people Phil seems to pick do seem to be of a certain, you know, race. Borderline.
Good lord, it really irks me if you can't tell that these companies treat us like we're fucking dunces, right? How stupid do you think we are? I mean, you could literally have anyone else presenting this. Literally anyone else would present this, it would be better. I mean it too, like you could have picked a guy walking down the sidewalk I've never seen before, eating an ice cream cone that's dribbling. I would rather see ice cream cone dribbler guy present the presentation than Lil Wayne. I would care more. So anyway, and by the way, This has absolutely nothing negative to say about this guy and his quality as a musician. I have no idea. I don't know what kind of music he really makes or if it's any good. I'm not a judge of that. I'm just saying stay in your lane and do what you do. No one cares about you presenting Street Fighter. This is the dunce moves, dunce level stuff. Like, this is the equivalent of them. They're hiring people now to do the commentary tracks in the game, right? We got a pro wrestler and we got this and we got that. It's like, no, just focus on the game being good, please. We don't need enough of the periphery shit. You've had a hard enough time, Capcom, making your fighting games good. Please just focus on that. Let's make the game good first, then you worry about the nonsensical periphery shit. You don't do that first and before the game's out. Make the game be good, then do the extra, okay? Anyway, it is what it is. I guess we're gonna see. So I'm interested in covering this. It's 3 p.m. a week from today, but that would mean that I do like two hours of gameplay and then we switch over and we watch it together live. And obviously, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it on DSP Reacts. So I think that's what we might do is next week do like a 2-hour stream, whether it's Elden Ring or Silent Hill 3, and then end the game and switch over to DSP Reacts and do a live react to that event together. Because there might be some interesting stuff in there. I don't know, but we can try to do it together. Okay, fair enough. I think that's what we're gonna do. I just gotta figure out how to get that to work next week. So I'll work on it. I guess I'll think about it this week. All right, one last announcement, one piece of news, and then we can do shout outs. HBO Max. This is so funny. I've now had HBO Max for 2 months. Okay, I've watched The Last of Us show. I watched a bunch of DC movies on there, right? And a few other odds and ends. And I've been doing reviews on DSP Reacts as a result of having HBO Max. HBO Max is ending. I just fucking got it. I literally just got it. It's ending.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett. We also Super Chat says it sounds like Phil is telling Lil Wayne to shut up and rap. Yeah, someone else in chat kind of mentioned it sounds like Phil's been, telling Lil Wayne to stay in your lane. Don't know who said that. See if I can find it. Yeah, stay in your lane. Exactly. But yeah, toss out. I mean, a whole bunch of people to have said it. So, aye, Phil. Wouldn't it be funny if Phil tried to do a rap on Lil Wayne to get his own fucking back? Like, stay in your lane, Lil Wayne. I'm DSP. I'm playing the game. You're gonna make me because you're fucking hosting something because it should be me or so. I don't know. Imagine Phil trying to fucking enter Lil Wayne's world and fucking clapping back in rap style format. It wouldn't fucking happen, but still, because he's got fucking creativity for it, you know what I mean? He can't do done. But yeah, it's just, it's not Phil's place. Imagine, like, how dare. Because, so, that's like fucking telling Phil. Like, imagine if Phil has an opinion on anything political, right? Or anything that's not gaming related. If Phil ever has opinions on anything outside of games, someone tells him to stay in his fucking lane. Because all he's fucking known for, all he's fucking been infamous for, apart from, jerking off online and all shit, is playing games. So imagine if he was told to stay in his lane, he'd fucking flip out.
I just fucking got it. I literally just got it. It's ending. Okay, so HBO Max is ending in May, and they're gonna launch a new program or new app called Max. Just Max. I've actually already heard that Maximilian Dude is filing several lawsuits against them. Appropriately so. They should put his face on the app, actually. That'd be funny. But anyway, so it's just called Max, okay? So what's the difference? The difference is HBO is merging content into one service rather than having two separate. Previously, it was HBO Max, and that had all the content from HBO, including their movies, their TV series, other series that they signed, like South Park's on there, all kinds of stuff from over the years. But then they had other things, like, for example, there's other things under the same company's umbrella. If you're not aware, all these television channels, like Food Network, TLC, HGTV, and maybe like 4 or 5 others, they're all the same company. But they had a separate app for the TV show stuff that people had to subscribe to. I think it was called like Discovery Plus or something like that. Well, I guess Discovery Plus is failing. So what they've decided to do, they're going to merge the two services in an effort to try to get people to maybe if we offer both the HBO side and those other TV side shows in one app, then more people will subscribe. Because I think that the Discovery is really flopping and failing and no one's paying for it. So it's changing now. In May, it's going to have HBO and all these TV shows in one app called Max. Now, it's funny, because I was telling you guys, that I was probably going to get rid of HBO Max within a month or two because you guys were telling me of other apps to get to watch stuff for DSP Reacts. And I was like, okay, well, if I get through all I still want to watch the James Gunn, the Suicide Squad movie. I probably want to watch Peacemaker. And there's maybe just a couple more things on there that I'm really interested in. But after that, I don't think there's any new television series or anything coming out soon that I'm interested in. So maybe I was thinking maybe I would cancel it. But what's funny now is they're adding in all these TV shows that my wife loves. And we were previously watching a lot of that style of stuff on Hulu. So we might just get rid of Hulu. We might cancel our Hulu and keep HBO Max, which is now going to be called Max, and just keep that as our ongoing service every month. And maybe get a different one to replace Hulu so I can watch more content for DSP Reacts. So here's the good news. The pricing is not going up. It's exactly the same.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. So Super Chat says, I bet the Food Network is on 24/7 in that house, and it's like porn to Phil and Cat, well, especially fucking Cat. But yeah, that's what I mean, if Cat likes the goddamn thing so goddamn much, why don't I fucking pay for it then?
Or content for DSP Reacts. So here's the good news. The pricing is not going up. It's exactly the same. So if you already had HBO Max and it's converting to this new Max, you don't have to pay anything extra, but apparently you're going to get a lot of new content. So is anyone going to complain about added content? I know I'm not, right? I'm not going to complain about it. Hey, give me added content, please. I love extra added content, right? Thanks a lot. But outside of that, it's just a weird move that the moment I bought this thing, within 2 months, the whole thing's getting canceled and starting over with something different, right? So anyway, we'll see how it goes, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen is I'll keep HBO Max, which will then be Max, and that'll be my ongoing service every month because I know my wife likes a lot of the shows. Like, she likes Food Network stuff, she likes HGTV stuff. She can watch that. I'll watch the movies and stuff to review for DSP Reacts, and maybe I'll get a new streaming service, whether that be Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever it is.
Hold on, let me rewind that.
So anyway, we'll see how it goes, but I'm thinking that's what's going to happen is I'll keep HBO Max, which will then be Max, and that'll be my ongoing service every month because I know my wife likes a lot of the shows. Like, she likes Food Network stuff, she likes HGTV stuff. She can watch that. I'll watch the movies and stuff to review for DSP Reacts, and maybe I'll get a new streaming service, whether that be Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever it is, to watch more stuff and then review it for you guys on DSP Reacts. Okay? So we'll talk about that soon. Probably next month we'll talk about that then when this move happens, because I'm probably going to dump Hulu at this point, I'm thinking. We'll see. Anyway. Joe says Discovery Plus actually costs way less than HBO Max, so it actually screws over some people. I guess so. I guess if you only wanted Discovery Plus, maybe it would screw you over. But I think the whole point is Discovery Plus was failing anyway. I guess they didn't have enough of a subscriber base to sustain, so that's why they're being absorbed into another service. Do you see? Average at Best says, get Disney Plus and create a whole new channel while I'll react solely to Star Wars. My name is already Dark Side Phil. Holy shit, we just came up with an interesting new idea. Dark Side Phil reacts to all Star Wars content nonstop. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to do that. Hobo Action, no, I have not seen this new Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Didn't it release this morning? So no, I did not see it. I did not have a chance to see it. Oh my god. Anyway, alright, that's the news I have to talk about. It's time to get to shoutouts now.
And I am going to slow down to 1.25 speed because Phil sometimes reads these things way too fast.
Here we go. So, shoutout side, we have absolutely, positively, no contributions whatsoever on the YouTube side of things.
LOL.
We have no memberships. We have no super chats. We have no super stickers. We have no gifted memberships. We have nothing. Zero. So I have nothing to shout out on that end.
But of course there's going to be tips, so let's get ready to tick that for our first bingo of the game.
Zero. Okay? Nothing. Zilch. Nada. However, I do have a tip to shout out, so let's shout out this tip. By the way, how have you guys liked the quality of the podcast? Did you think it looked any better today? Or
It's been fucking shite. Now let's play the fucking bingo horns.
sounded any better today now that I'm doing 3,000 more kilobits per second? I'm curious. Again, it's probably only going to benefit those who watch at 1080p, but if you're watching this live on stream, it should have been a better quality. I'm curious for those watching on demand as well. What did you think? Please let me know. Okay, most people are saying it looks the same. That's fine. As long as it looks the same. As long as it's not worse, right? Podcasting, I don't think you're going to see that much difference. Probably going to be the gameplay. Okay. Okay, I got a tip here. A $10 tip from Tarantula MS who says, "Hey, Phil, what's going on, Tarantula? It's good to see you. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for our first contribution of the week." If you can believe it, Tarantula is the first contributor of the streaming week. He gets that discernment. So thank you very, very much, Tarantula, for the $10 tip. I do appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. And here's your nice dance. And by the way, now that I'm playing Elden Ring again, I gotta add in that Elden Ring animation I was using last year. I got it back, but I haven't had a chance to re-add it to my lineup, but I will. I'm gonna add it for a tip level. I'm not sure what level, but we'll add it in. Thank you very much, Tarantula, for the first contribution. Then I received a $2 tip from Max Power. He says, "Please watch Invincible on Amazon Prime before the second season comes out this year. I think you'll like it. It's like Mortal Kombat cartoon with superheroes." I've seen stuff of it. I've never watched it. I've seen the, you know, the thumbnails for it, the ads they run on Amazon Prime for it, but I never watched it. Perhaps I will, and maybe what I'll do is right before the new season comes out, I should watch it as a lead-in. I think I will. In fact, if you guys could tell me when is the new season of Invincible coming out, I'd probably be interested in doing that. Watch the first season and then watch the new season live with you. Right? Well, not live, but, you know, every new episode. There you go. Argo was saying the Suicide Game, you mean Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, is coming out next year in February. Oh, okay. I didn't hear that announcement, but all right. Jeremy says, "Why do I have a heart near the chat?" I don't know. I don't know what you mean. It could be that during the live stream, there's a new React feature, and if you click on that and you click one of those emojis, it'll show on the side of the chat. Right now, I'm seeing none of them. It's blank. But apparently, there's this live React feature. There we go. I just saw 2 hearts. I see more hearts. I think there's hearts, 2 emoji faces, a bunch of party horns.
Oh my god, what's all these fucking emotions? I can't see. Oh, my chat has got 3 things in it. I see hearts, I see happy laughing faces. I'm so confused because my chat has these things. Oh, fuck off, Phil. Who gives a fucking shit? I mean, it's a nice wee feature, you know, nice to fucking see, but calm the fuck down, Phil.
And a 100 symbol that you can click on. And if you click on that, it shows this stream of emojis on the side of the screen. See them? Can you guys see them now? Because now people are doing them.
Can you see it, Super Blind Man? Super Blind Man, look, Super Blind Man, can you see it?
There you go. So you can do that live during the stream. Some people apparently can see it, some can't. I don't know why. I can see it. Go for it. That Black Dude 21 did a super chat, $3 super chat, first one ever. Am I interested in the Wings versus Boogie fight? I don't think there could be anything I'm less interested in on this planet. I don't give 2 shits about that. It's not a real fight. It's basically a circus making fun of people and taking advantage of them. I completely am against it morally and ethically.
Fuck off, morally. Look, these fucking... It's not as if they're fucking being forced to fucking fight against their will. Like, you know, the winner gets to fucking eat a KFC or some shit. There's no some strange fucking stipulation in place. No. It's a way for them to get fitter. It's a way for them to get some money. It's also a form of entertainment. Yes, Phil, but they are lolcows, but they're fucking embracing that. They're going to fucking get in better shape leading up to this fucking fight. They're going to make some money for us, which is going to fucking help them in their personal fucking lives. They're going to help provide for their fucking loved ones. Something you're not willing to fucking make a sacrifice for, because you only love your fucking self.
And I think it's disgusting that it's happening, and I think everyone involved should be ashamed. So thank you for the super chat. There you go. Let's see here. So, I knew it. Some people are saying they see the emojis, and some people say they can't. I'm on desktop, and I can see it. I see all the emojis going crazy in the chat, but I guess some people can see it, some people can't. Okay. I received a $1.25 tip. Excuse me. Yes, $1.25 tip says, Hershey shit says, I'm replaying Days Gone. I love the game. Days Gone has highs and lows. There's some really good things in the game and some really bad things in the game. It's kind of a mixed bag. Overall, I do enjoy it. But you know, there's some things that with pacing and stuff that are quite bad. But I'm not surprised to hear you liked it and you're playing it again. Enjoy. Hershey Shits. What a great name. Huh. Makes me wonder if it depends on the phone, says Apollo. It might. Because, like I said, I'm on the desktop version of YouTube. And I can see the emojis in the side of my chat. Both the pop-out and on my dashboard it shows up in the chat. So for some reason, it's there. Maybe it has to do with the browser you're using if you're on a desktop computer. Maybe it has to do with the style of phone and what browser that uses. Maybe if you're in the app or not. I don't know. But I can see it. Darkling says if you have the emoji open, it'll show on your screen instead of the chat. Okay. Oh, like on the this screen? So it's here? You guys are seeing emojis next to me? Oh, here, let me grab some of those emojis. Send me some emojis, everyone. Toss me some emojis. I want to catch some emojis. Oh, here we go. Heart. I missed. Oh, here's some faces. We got these emoji. Ah, yeah. Come on, send me some emojis. Give them to me. Yeah. It's so stupid. Again, I don't know what oh, there's too many emojis now. I can't handle all these emojis. Lower emojis. I don't know what they're for. What are you supposed to do with those? I guess people, again, on Instagram Live, this is where this emerged from, and YouTube's trying to copy Instagram Live, but I don't know what you're supposed to... Oh, there hit my face!
What in the fuck was that all about? I mean, hold on. Let me rewind that for you guys and see what filled it off screen.
Okay, but I don't know what you're supposed to... Oh, there hit my face!
The fuck is wrong with him?
Instagram Live, but I don't know what you're supposed to...
Hold on. This might be thumbnail worthy. What in the fuck is wrong with him? Jesus fucking Christ, man. He looks fucking constipated. It's like he's just fucking desperate just to fucking get one little shit out there. Fuck me. Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on. We need to see if this is thumbnail worthy. It might very well be. Let's find out. Hold on. Give me a second. Survey says solid. There we go. I can get rid of this wee bit right here. That's easy enough to do, and that's it. That's actually it. Nothing else needs to get removed. Smashing stuff. I know what the thumbnail is next time. Jesus Christ, Phil. Fucking tone it down.
Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway. Stupid shit. Christian says, I've been trying out Ghostwire Tokyo because it came to Game Pass earlier this week. I actually love it so far. I think you will. However, I loved it too until about maybe 2/3 through. And I say the last third of the game kind of fizzled out, got very repetitive, kind of grindy. And it was only really the side stories that were interesting until the very few final story missions were all right. But as you'll see, I think that the game kind of runs out of ideas about halfway through. But it's a fine game. You know what it is? It's a great Game Pass game. It really is. It's a really great Game Pass game, so I hope you enjoy it. What's going on, Jake? Good to see you here today. Welcome. Yes, I know. There's a lot going on. I think the Final Fantasy 16 gameplay is coming out either today or during this week, right? Some Final Fantasy 16 stuff at some point. I don't know if it's today or later in the week.
And I'm bored. Let's go 1.5 speed again. He's finished reading all the calculations.
That'll be interesting to learn from, I guess. Again, with Final Fantasy 16, I already know I'm playing it. So I haven't gone crazy, like, researching it, because I know I want to play it regardless. So I'm not going to go crazy and then end up spoiling myself on all the shit, you know what I mean? Arkham says, I'm on an iPhone 8, I can see the emojis. Jade is ready for more Silent Hill 3, me too. Like I said, with the subway, I remember distinctly the subway is the worst part of the game. We're past the subway now, so everything coming up should be better than what we've already done. Really, Returnal says there was an update, and there's now new gameplay mechanics that have been added to Ghostwire Tokyo. That's good to hear. Wanderer says that Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection is releasing tomorrow. Do you have any interest? You know, I brought it up last week during the birthday marathon. I'll be honest, there was very limited interest. Maybe a couple people, and most people who responded were like, yeah, it really...
Hooray, he said honest. That's another bingo for the fucking game. We are, what, 1, 2, 3, we're 6 away from a full house, because I said honest.
Is a lengthy kind of RPG grindy style game, probably better to enjoy yourself than be for a streamer. Like, that's what most people said. I didn't know that. I never played the Battle Network games. I'm thinking Mega Man's gonna be action based, right? Apparently it's not. It's a very slow paced RPG. So if that's the case, then likely no, I'm not gonna get involved in that. It doesn't sound like anything that's gonna fit right now. You know, if I'm gonna play an RPG, I want to play the classic Final Fantasies in the Pixel remaster. That's more appealing to me. You see, I'm not returning to War Zones. I'm not ever playing it again. Forget that shit. Done. Done with that. How's the weather? Are my allergies kicking in? It has been very cool, so it hasn't been a big issue in that regard, but I get the feeling the allergies will start to kick in soon, and when I do, essentially, or when they do, I'm going to have to put in my air conditioner. So that way my air conditioner will basically filter the air here, so I'm not constantly getting pollen in my face. We also need to buy better air filters for our furnace, because we're not going to be using the furnace anymore very soon when it warms up, but we actually will have it running and cycling the air through the house. We'll buy the better filters that catch pollen to clean the air in our house. So let's hope for the best, but yeah, this is definitely the season where it's probably going to start affecting me soon. And it does make me nervous, because I don't like the allergies, you know. I got post-nasal drip and everything, it just makes shit worse, you know. So hopefully it's not a huge deal. I guess we'll see. We don't have central air. No, we do not. No, absolutely not. I wish we fucking had central air. If we had central air, I wouldn't need air conditioning in the office. I wouldn't have to put in. I wouldn't have to put here. When I put in the bedroom, I wouldn't have to do that. I would just have the central air running, right? I just see the $3 tip from Phil's swampy ass, saying, "Why don't we go out to dinner? Because we don't always go out." See, here's the difference that you guys don't understand. For most guys, all right, I'm gonna go out. All right, great, you're gonna go out. So what do? You comb your hair, you wash your face, you toss...
Oh my fucking god, is he about to fucking pig-splain? The thing is, he was out. He's fucking trying to pretend like they didn't step out of the fucking house and stay off. No, he was out doing errands. So is he telling everyone here that when he goes out to fucking do his errands, he's not combed his hair, he's not dressed up, like he's going out like a fucking bum, smelling like a fucking bum? No deodorant, no aftershave, he's just gone out, raw DSP, in the wild, getting groceries, fucking creeping the fuck out of everyone around him because that funky smell coming from him. Are you for real, Phil? You were out already.
Guys, alright, I'm gonna go out. Alright, great, you're gonna go out. So what do? You comb your hair.
Normal thing to fucking do every single fucking day, whether you go out or not.
You wash your face, you
That's a normal thing to do before you, even if you're not going out, it's normal to fucking wash your goddamn face.
toss on some clothes.
Yes, also putting on clothes is a normal thing to do. Every fucking day, Phil. I know you're used to fucking just streaming your jammies and your little fucking Zelda jammies, but yeah, it's a normal thing to put on clothes every day.
You're good to go, alright? It's not so easy for a woman. A woman wants to go out, you know.
Oh, it's Cat's fault. I get it.
She gotta get herself, you know, put some makeup on and shit. It's a pain in the ass. So unless you have a whole day planned out doing shit, you're not gonna do that. And with my wife, you know, she worked for a few days straight. She was tired. She didn't want to, have to, it's her day off, first day in several days. Why do you want to fucking have to get up and start getting ready for the day and everything just to go to one dinner, come back home? Doesn't even make sense. So that's why we ordered in. There are days when we go out, probably soon. In the next few weeks, we're definitely going out. We have some stuff planned that we need to do. So that'll be the big day when we get up a little earlier, she gets ready, and we go out, we have a big day together. We just did that a couple weeks ago, too,
Priming the whales to make sure they fucking tip well for these big days out, where Cat is going to be out in the wild as well to fucking devour sushi.
So we usually do that at least once a month, but we'll see. But that's why you can't go every time. It's actually more work, quite frankly. Hello, Pickleman. Pickleman says, what question do I have for him today? All right, how about this, Pickleman? What is your favorite Final Fantasy game? That's what we'll ask Pickleman today, because we're talking about classic Final Fantasy with the Pixel remasters. We're talking about Final Fantasy 16. That's about to have new information on the net. So let's see, what was Pickleman's favorite ever Final Fantasy game? Let's see what his answer is. Toy2 Legacy, if you spam the chat one more time with that message, I'm going to fucking ban you. If you put the same message in chat 10 times, how do you not understand that I don't want to fucking deal with your nonsense? Pickleman says for him, Final Fantasy 7 easy.
Oh man, I wish we could find out what was fucking said. We are behind Phil by about 25 minutes, so I can't even go to Odyssey and check out Raw DSP Archive and Odyssey. But the fact of the matter is, Derek can fucking spam the same message over and over again. Why is it fine for Derek to fucking say the same thing over and 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 over again, but not anyone else, Phil? It's a very strange fucking differential treatment you've got in your fucking audience here. Why does Derek get special treatment compared to other fucking people?
Well, there you go. That's a lot of people's answer. I respect the answer.
Hold on, what was it? Question?
I'm going to fucking ban you. If you put the same message in chat 10 times, how do you not understand that I don't want to fucking deal with your nonsense? Pickleman says for him, Final Fantasy 7 easy. Well, there you go. That's a lot of people's answer. I respect the answer, although I like the classics because those are the ones I grew up with. But 7 was the one that put kind of Final Fantasy on the map for modern consoles, so I can respect that answer. There you go. I respect it a lot more now that we've replayed Final Fantasy 7 as well. Now that we played the classic, I respect it tons more. Because if you remember, I had not played the classic in a billion years. We finally replayed it last year. I was like, wow, that was a fun playthrough, and I respect the game a lot more that I played it in a modern setting.
Did he say billion instead of million?
I had not played the classic in a billion years. We finally...
He actually said billion instead of million. What an arsehole.
We played it last year. I was like, wow, that was a fun playthrough, and I respect the game a lot more that I played it in a modern setting. So, did I ever try the food trucks in New Haven when I was in Connecticut? Yes. I had them once or twice, and they were really good. What they do is they would put a ton of shit on a sandwich you would never expect. They put eggs, french fries, meat, and all kinds of shit in one sandwich. You could eat it. Like, oh my god, you never think this would work, and it works. It tastes great. Do I like mint chocolate chip ice cream? Indeed, I do. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. All right, Toy2 Legacy. Now you're timed out because he actually put the message up again. So I'm timing him out. When he does it again, then I'm going to ban him. I'm going to be nice, though.
Please tell me somebody asks Phil why, Derek can fucking say the same thing over and over again, but not anyone else. Please, please tell us someone actually fucking baits Phil into answering that question.
Okay. Guys, we need to adjourn. We need to adjourn the show. All right? So, thank you for a great podcast. I hope you had a good time. I hope it looked better. Again, give me feedback. Stream viewers seem to be like, it's about the same. People watching on demand, if you were watching at 1080p, did you notice any difference in quality? Maybe the frame rate didn't dip, because sometimes my camera tends to dip in frame rate. Maybe it didn't dip. I don't know. I love your feedback. I need feedback. What do you think? This is 12,000 kilobits per second now, both streaming and recording, and I'm curious if it looks any better. We're going to go into gameplay. The thing is, with Silent Hill 3, we're not going to see a difference. It's the Xbox 360 version. It's not upscaled. It's not running better on X Series X. We'll definitely see maybe a difference with Like a Dragon Ishin tonight. We'll definitely see a difference with Elden Ring tomorrow. That's the stuff we need to keep an eyeball on, all right? But I'm curious of your thoughts. Please share. And if you see any technical issues as well, please share. I'll do my best to try to fix those. But for now, people seem to be saying that it's good stuff, okay? All right, guys.
That's not what they're fucking saying, Phil. They're saying it's no fucking difference whatsoever, at least for fucking live streaming. Just because I said it, Phil, the only difference really to what you've done is you fucking made your life more awkward because YouTube keeps telling you you're streaming too high.
Guys, thank you so very much. Great podcast today. Until next time, all I have to say is, keep on piloting.
Shut the fuck up with your stupid little fucking bee antics with your same shitey music. You unfucking creative bastard. Fuck off.
Here's the deal. I, number one, need to set up, but number two, I need to use the bathroom. And, sorry, I do need to actually take a small break here to use the bathroom. Nature calls, as they say. I believe you would prefer if I actually got this out of the way before I started with gameplay than starting and having to interrupt it. So we're going to take like a 5-minute break here. All right, when I come back from that break, we will begin immediately with Silent Hill 3. So thanks, I'll be right back. Please be patient, and I'll see you in a bit.
And as you can see, Phil has fucked off. And he's probably going to fuck off that fucking... Oh, he got the fucking music going as well. Right, let's fast forward, like 5 minutes or so, when Phil gets back. Still music. Still music. Still music. Still music. Still music. Still music. Still music.
platform.
Oh, here we go. How long was he gone? It was like 12:55 when he fucked off. He was away for 15 minutes. He was away for 15 minutes. No, because that was 12:35. We've seen the clock. Let's go back. So if I rewind it when it's before his fucking crap shows here. So past this point,
Say, I believe you would prefer
you can see the clock in the top left corner. 12:35.
if I actually got this out of the way before I started with gameplay than starting and having to interrupt it. So we're gonna take like a 5-minute break here.
Like a 5-minute break, 12:35, and then he fucks off for 15 goddamn minutes. And when he finally does come back, you can see, I think this is 12:50. 15 goddamn minutes.
Sucker off again. Okay, guys, I'm back. I feel much, much better. And it's
Oh yeah, 15 minutes shite, Phil. I think a lot of people would feel better after getting all that shite out of their fucking body.
now time to start with Silent Hill 3 again. Thank goodness. Thanks for being patient. I appreciate that. Let's get started here. Let me get my controller on. Let me get this sucker off. Just a quick reiteration as we boot up and we get started here. Please remember that I make my living here on streams, right? It really is the crowdfunding that you guys do for on my streams that is.
You know what? Living is close to life. So I'm going to tick that because fuck you, Phil, and your 15-minute shite break playing WWE Champions.
My primary income. So I would appreciate it if you could support the stream in any way today. As simple as liking the stream is a great way to help, but perhaps you would like to, the super chat, super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip. We'll probably have some pretty good attendance today for a survival horror game, so it'd be great to maybe give some memberships today would help. All right, anything, guys. Thank you so much. Anything is appreciated. All right. So that a healthy bowel movement. Indeed, I did. It was a very healthy one, actually.
Can't hear you, Phil.
Oops, that's not so
Too loud.
Okay. All right, let's continue. Oh my. This is gonna be the latest one. Platform Unknown Station. Yep, that's the latest one. Okay. Arkham says, I put out a YouTube short that got 1,200 views, but I don't seem to have gotten any new subs. Do you know why? Yeah, because shorts don't really do much. They really don't. Unless they go viral. And even if they go viral, there's no guarantee anyone's going to spill over to your real channel as a result of it. A lot of people just skim through the shorts, watch them quick, and move on. So.
Hold on. Did that person say 1.2 million or 1.2 thousand?
Oh my. This is gonna be the latest one. Platform Unknown Station. Yep, that's the latest one. Okay. Arkham says, I put out a YouTube short that got 1,200 views, but I don't seem
1,200 views. Balls.
to have gotten any new subs. Do you know why? Yeah, because shorts don't really do much. They really don't. Unless they go viral. And even if they go viral, there's no guarantee anyone's going to spill over to your real channel as a result of it. A lot of people just skim through the shorts, watch them quick, and move on. So. Game volume is too loud, do you think? I can lower the game volume a little bit. Okay, I just did. Please let me know how that sounds, everyone. If it sounds too low now, I can make it louder again. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're about to start. Thank you all. Let's begin. Hello, everyone.
And that's really the end of fucking bingo. Phil just ends. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. We're 5 away, for God's sake. Could you even get two more burps out of him and he barely fucking snorted either? That's gonna be the end of bingo then, I guess. Well, fuck. I guess that's the end of bingo. Prophet says Pixar's intro is fucking awesome. Lol. I mean, why not enjoy it? I mean, before we even end the stream, how about we enjoy the intro again? I'll even mute the music, you know, because fuck it, you know, I think so that's just the usual fucking music I'll play in the background. But yeah, it's a brilliant fucking intro Pixar made, you know. So, cat setting fire to the vacuum cleaner while the ants congregate in the bottom right hand corner from the DoorDash. You got Jasper with the stream starts soon sign, Phil dreaming about whales, you had Derek in the window, then Derek's inside the fucking house. Tanqueray bottles are everywhere, man. You got fucking bottles of Bombay Sapphire, Malibu, fucking Control, fucking liquor as well, and everything. Jack Daniels. It's amazing. Tyrone turns up the window and Cat's all giddy and fucking happy. You got the fucking tart and cherry juice in the fucking desk as well. You got fucking a bottle of Baileys. It's a fucking wide array of different alcoholic drinks in the snort fort. Derek peering under the fucking chimney as well. Coming down, he's finding ways just to fucking get everywhere in his fucking content. The cat temper tantrum, which disturbs Phil's dream of whales. And Derek pops up from out of nowhere like an RKO. Jesus fucking Christ. And the final wee detail, of course, anyway, also Jasper. He has to fucking scratch with his back claws because the front claws are declawed. He can't just use his front paws to give himself a scratch. WWE champions playing on Phil's phone the entire time. Well, Cat destroys the whole fucking gaff. It's a brilliant fucking wee intro Pixar made. Remember, if you guys can think of anything cool to potentially add to it, if there's things, because Pixar is willing to add things to this if there's like good ideas out there. So I can't think of anything myself because, there's so much in there already. What about the fucking is that candles on the fireplace? Part of me is tempted to. It's like when I saw the fucking things, like you see the wee purple things next to the Pokemon. For some reason, I thought that was like soap, and I thought, is that Black Panda Lee's Kentish Rain soap and Brandwood? I don't know. But yeah, it's if you guys can think of anything to add to this. The Tekken, you can think the Tekken Mall trophy in the fireplace should add a picture of John Rambo in a heart-shaped frame. That's a good shout. Yeah. Phil has candles in his fireplace for real. Yeah. So some of these things in here are actually just like copying Phil's actual living room. So there we go. That's a wee fireplace, and he's got candles there. But yeah, poor Jasper. He has to scratch with his back fucking claws because he has no fucking claws in his front. It's a shame. But anything you guys can think of to add to this intro, let me know, let Pixar know, whatever, But I'm very happy with how well it's gone down. I was happy when I saw it, and Pixar was pleased with it as well, And also today it was a wee trial run for it, and you guys all love it as well, which is great. The hatchet, Super Trevor said the hatchet, of course, you've got to add the hatchet in there somewhere. Phil's safety hatchet. Of course. But yeah, so that's so. Thank you once again to. Oh, hold on. Why is this not playing out? There we go.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Kyle Denson for a super chat. It says, where is the sticky cover PS4 controller? I'm not sure how well Pixar could animate a sticky PS4 controller, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, as I said, guys, please let me or Pixar know of any potential additions. I'm so thankful that it took the time to make this wee intro. I just thought something a bit different, I thought you guys were kind of sick and tired of seeing that kind of generic kind of thing before a stream starts. So I thought, why not get something? Why not ask Pixar to kind of make a wee kind of looping thing? And his creativity just burst forth, and he came up with all sorts of different antics and shenanigans. But yeah, thank you very much to Pixar once again. And speaking of Pixar, I'm going to end Bingo with Pixar's one of classic hits, He's responsible for making Notorious P.I.G. contributions, which is one of my favourite attractor tunes of all goddamn time, as you guys know. So yeah, thank you very much for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. Thanks for keeping writing the card. And thank you for the contributions as well. Thank you for your feedback on the intro and everything else, I'll be back tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo antics. So you guys want to know how Phil's doing? Okay, we can check that, guys, because I've still got a stream open, so we'll check how Phil's doing live.
Like you were sitting right next to me. It sounded like you were sitting right next to me on the couch. I hear that. That is so odd.
Hold on a second. I want to hear what this fucking thing's about. He's at $16, by the way. But is he fucking trying to justify why he fucking didn't do live capture sooner? Is this the old excuse of where it's like you're fucking what? It's like you're sitting next to him on the couch while you played a game?
No, dead end. So we're going back. We skipped the floaty stabbing. Very nice. Oh, I can see.
The game is so loud, Phil.
Pipe? You can't pick up the pipe. I can actually see. We're just going all the way down. There's literally nowhere else to go but straight. Okay. Vladimir said I liked the camera. Some people really like the old school style of me recording with the camera. And a lot of people said it felt like you were sitting right next to me. It sounded like you were sitting right next to me on the couch. I hear that. But that is so outdated at this point. Some people say, oh, why don't you do like a retro playthrough like that? Like, dude, no one's going to watch that. It's not even like, you can't even understand what I'm saying.
Phil's justification for not adopting live capture was, of course, because he thought it was of a more personal experience to fucking have a camera record a TV while he sits on the couch playing the game, and it was like you were just right there next to him on the couch watching him play your getting the game. This is why he refused to adopt live capture for so goddamn long. He said, I don't want to be hunched over a computer playing the game with a stupid headset. He was so adamantly against direct capture before. This is why he stuck to the fucking setup we had in the past of pointing a camcorder at his TV. Fucking mental. So yeah, that's Phil for you. That's Phil. Anyway, Phil's got like $16+ so far, and tips fucking array for him, but who cares? I'm going to end things how I always end things, playing Notorious P.I.G. contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. Back tomorrow for some more bingo antics, but until then, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30 and says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.